Savage with the social media badge. Let's go. Tanner, what's up, Tanner? Savage with the social media badge. Wait, I hear my own voice. I gotta mute it. There we go. D-Veer, you know we're going to talk about it. You know we're going to talk about it. Good question, though. Thank you for coming in. Tarzan Puma! Randy C. Oh, I just saw your name for the first time, Randy C. I didn't see it before. Oh, there you were at the very top. I apologize. Never would I ignore you, sir. Chuck in the house. What's up, Chuck? Red Ranger. Hey, hey. David Vu over on YouTube. Now, it's weird. I'm back to using OBS. I have to for Extra Life to make sure that we don't have any crashes. Hopefully. We'll find out if that makes the difference or not. Hopefully. But the chat's different. I remember the good days when you was at Funko. Since then, nothing isn't like it was. It certainly isn't for me. I hear this from folks all the time. Hey, Swarty, what's up? How are you now? Good and you, not so bad. Curtis Massey, how the heck are you? Project Gonzo with the Prime sub, 55 months. I'm doing good. How are you, Project Gonzo? Red Ranger with Prime, 16 months. Zach Bonifer just showed up. What's up, Zach Bonifer? How are you now? Good and you? Hey, it's 11. Let's do this thing. Hopefully I got this set up correctly. Let's go. Oh, look at that shiny new. Look at all this. Look at all this newness. Or back to oldness, but newness again. What's up? Look at all those emotes. Holy shnikes. I'm lost in them. Gotta part them out of the way. Project Gonzo, good to hear. Good to hear. Hello, everybody. It looks like we're live on YouTube's working. I think Twitter's working. Make sure I mute it. It is working. Good deal. Midnight Twin, one of our amazing crew for the Nerd Unite for Extra Life Savages here as well. We got people going to be streaming for the kids. I'm going to adjust this slightly. I need to be a little more over here. I had to rebuild everything in OBS again. Darth Wyko, good eye. To get ready for Extra Life. And I had to use OBS, sadly. I didn't want to go back. But hopefully, since this is a full new install of Windows and a full new install of OBS, and everything's clean, and I rebuilt the stream from the ground up, literally had to put every component back in place. It's going to work better. We'll see. Today's the first test. I'm put into play a new Extra Life overlay that I believe Welsh Dan used last year, and hopefully that works well. We will see. Looks good so far, says Red Ranger. Thank you. Randy C getting in on that free NFT. There's a hype train incoming. I can see stuff like that again, so that's good. If you guys want to sub or gift subs or give bits, that could get a hype train going. And of course, I will pay Sully bucks out for the completed hype train of at least level 1. That's additional Sully bucks, which could come in handy for a ding dang old box game on Friday. You might want it. We got some good stuff in the box game now. One of the only things I don't like is I had to position the closed captioning in an odd spot in case I talk a lot, which, not in case, but when I talk a lot, that you can see it all. They don't make it where you can edit for it to drop a line below if you talk for a long time. It always puts the line above, and I wish we could switch that out. Savage, what kind of fancy comment is that? It's in a cool purple box. Did you spend bits to get that to happen? That's really cool. In case you're the only one talking, and I am a pro talker. I should put that on my business card and my resume. All right, thank you, Misty, for pinning that. We've got the how to claim your NFT. Now, you guys make sure, please, that you copy and paste your wax address. Thank you, Randy, for testing it and giving me the feedback. I've always thought the box game was good or has good stuff. I think so too, Linder. Thank you. Thanks to wonderful people like Priscilla. We have a variety and we have some really fun stuff in there. Yup. The bits did that. I love it. Pro talker extraordinaire. PTE. Like a MD, but a PTE. Pro interviewer too. Well, thank you. I've enjoyed doing it. I don't know, like, I tried to take the bits and pieces from the people that did interviews that I liked the most and tried to be a little bit more like them. I don't know. You guys tell me. I always want real feedback if you think I'm doing something crazy, but we got a fun show planned for today. I've been working hard, and I've got a massive laundry list of things to do to get ready for our Extra Life, which kicks off in, as that box said earlier, and we'll say again, just 10 days. In 10 days, there it is, we will officially kick off our big live streaming weekend starting at noon Pacific on the 21st. There is a promise from Twitch that I hope does not change, that we will be on the front page of Twitch, which is awesome. So we're going to have a lot of new people coming through. I've heard via somebody else who talked to Consumer Break that they had over 3,000 people come through on their stream when they were on the front page. So I'm excited about the potential of the good we can do if we get a lot of new people in. So I've been working on some ideas that I want to talk with you guys about. And oh, hold on, remind me later. I was turning the lights up slightly, and I'm missing this one. I didn't adjust it. Don't we have a huge list to do? I think we all do. I think we all do. But I don't know. Maybe you've been working harder than I have. I put it off until just recently, and I've been working real hard the last week and a half. Plus, this past weekend, I got to tell you, hey, what's up, Comic Zombie? I got to tell you guys about my really fun experience at How Are the Lights Now? How are you now? How are the lights now? Good. I think better. I was a little dim there. Not dim. Dim. Nadu said, I'm loving the new talk about Funko. Gets me to bring out a big bucket of popcorn and laugh hysterically about it. We'll talk about that in a minute. Let me talk about my weekend at Extra Life Unlocked first. I had no idea what to expect going into this, and it was a real fun weekend. It was a real emotional weekend. It was eye-opening in a very good way. I don't mean that bad. But it was a little dim. It was a lot of fun. So basically I didn't know what I was going into, right? Kelly kept asking, what is Extra Life Unlocked? And I'd be like, I really don't know. Like, I couldn't find much info on it online, but I got invited to it. They were willing to pay for my hotel, and they were going to provide meals. And it said that some companies would be there, and then some reps from the hospitals would be there. And there you go. Comic Zombie, I wish I had you around to derail me with a crap answer. I'm just kidding. But what it turned out to be was kind of a celebration and educational opportunity for people who stream for Extra Life, who work at the hospitals, who work for Extra Life, and companies to all come together and do something cool. And I didn't realize how it was a very small crowd. Ultimately, we had 250 people there, I think, if I had to guess. When I went to check in, there weren't that many lanyards, and I came to find out I met the lady Erin who runs Extra Life in Seattle. Super sweet. Got to talk to her a lot and get to know her a bit. I didn't know what she looked like, but she had been by the stream. So when I was checking in and taking my photo, she was like, "Is that Sully?" And I'm like, "How would anyone here really know who I?" she's like, I'm Aaron, I'm with Extra Life. Oh, I'm like, oh yeah, all right. So we got to hang out a bit, and I learned about what's going on in Seattle. And I asked her, I was like, what is all this? And she's like, well, it's had different names in the past. We've done Extra Life this and Extra Life that, and we've teamed together with some of the other fundraising arms of Children's Miracle Network hospitals. And this is really a kind of a year to restructure it all and give it a new name and a new vibe. And basically just we're all coming together to see what we can do. Hey, what's up, Going Tonto? It was awesome. I got to meet some of the kids and the families that have utilized the money raised by us and others. I've got to meet some people that work at the hospitals. I got to meet other streamers. I got to meet one of Savage's friends that streams for the ATL Extra Life team. He was awesome. And just talk to a lot of people and get some ideas. But what I took out of it the most part was I have never researched really what our money goes to do. And to see the things that the folks that work at the hospitals do. There are hospitals where every single room at a children's hospital has a gaming console. And they have their own CCTV, their own closed closed circuit TV, where they can be in a room downstairs broadcasting games that kids are playing. But some of the kids who can't get out of their room are still watching on a television. They have leaderboards. They have shows they put on. There's one hospital that has like a full production studio where they produce content. The kids can get involved in it, or people can produce content for the kids. They 3D print special controller adapters for kids that have special needs in different ways of how they would use a controller, whether they only have one hand or they're in a wheelchair or whatever. I was blown away, and to hear the stories, I got emotional so many times. One of the most emotional, and I'll summarize it, was there was a teacher. Did you know that some hospitals have teachers in them to help the kids continue with their studies, even if they're, in the hospital for an extended period? There was a teacher, and she had a junior in high school who was there at one of the hospitals with leukemia. I think it was leukemia. And she went into remission. Great, right? Went home, and then in her senior year, she relapsed and had to come back. And she was really close to graduating, but was afraid she wouldn't. And she felt really down about it. And they still helped her get everything done, all her credits, all her schoolwork. And then she couldn't go to the actual graduation, so they threw one for her at the hospital. Had some of the staff from the school come out. They did a full thing where she got her diploma and her cap and gown and the whole thing. And she was so excited that she got to graduate. It was like that was a bucket list item for her. She graduated, and then a week later passed away. And the family was so excited for her about the graduation that they built this board with her cap and gown and her diploma for her funeral. I was sitting there like, is anybody else feeling like, did someone cut onions? Like, it got me. Like, the story was better told by the lady who was the actual teacher for one of the hospitals, but she got to help that girl's dream come true because of things that, like, the money that we raise goes to pay the salary of that teacher. What's up, Simshu? And to do all this other stuff that the money would not be there otherwise. So, it reemphasizes that all the extra life work we do, even though we're just one small cog in this much bigger wheel, this much bigger machine, without us and without all the other cogs, it wouldn't happen. Right? Thank you, teachers. Exactly. It's really, I felt really proud. I'm very proud of what we do, but I felt very proud because I was like the only representative streamer from Seattle that got to go. Hey, Funko Fan 34, what's up? I was very proud of that. And when I talked to people about what we've done as a team and how much money we've raised, they're like, wow, that's really, really cool. But then I felt very insignificant at times when I realized that the entire arm of Extra Life raised $123 million over the last 10 years. Exactly. Sorry, I'm not crying. You're crying. And that there's other arms that I didn't know about. There's an arm for DJs. When I say an arm, a division of Children's Miracle Network. There's DJs that have their own thing. They raise more money than the gamers. There's a golfing arm where they play golf to raise money for charity. I'd like to get involved in that as well. But like so many cool things going on. And Children's Miracle Network Hospitals, which will now be known starting next year as Children's Miracle Network. More on that later if we want to talk about it. They're rebranding. I don't think I paid Sully bucks for the hype train. Sorry, gang. I was busy talking. There's 100 for everybody. Mod alert. Stream elements. Oh, that's interesting. Anyway, it was a great weekend. Takuma, how are you doing? And so for those of you, Takuma, Midnight Twin, Savage, if I'm missing anybody that's here, that's streaming, thank you. I wish you guys could have gone too. Maybe next year. I think this is going to be a regular thing. And if they come to me and say, hey, you know, we'd love to have you, but we feel it'd be more impactful if somebody else got the chance, I would definitely recommend some of y'all to go out and see it yourself. Savage, I got to meet your friend and hang out with him for a while. Is it Zialatar? I can never pronounce his name. That's his gamer tag. They had an area where you could get tattoos if you wanted a free tattoo. And I did not tweet about it because I knew you guys would like push me. Instead, I want to do it as like an incentive later on and have a Nerd Unite Extra Life tattoo situation. But I filmed all of Zialtar's tattoo session and asked him some questions and stuff too. I don't know if he's posted it yet, but Savage says there's a studio set up at the Arthur Blank Children's Healthcare of Atlanta Hospital, I believe sponsored by Atlanta native Ryan Seacrest. Yes, I chatted with the guy who was the coordinator. He kept calling it the Seacrest something. And I was like, that's got to be Ryan Seacrest. That just makes sense. Yeah, I got to chat with him a bit. Really cool. Looks super cool. Glad you had a good time. Yeah, I mean, we were supposed to do our big live stream event this weekend. It was the big Extra Life streaming weekend. There was something else going on at the same time. MomoCon, I think, in Atlanta. All this stuff was happening in one weekend. I'm glad I decided that we'd push back hours to next weekend, the following weekend, not this coming, but the next weekend after next. And then I took the opportunity to go. I learned a lot. It got me motivated. I came back all cylinders firing and got to work. I can't pronounce his gamer tag properly either, but that sounds about right. I think it's Zyalatar. Zialatar. I'll have to wait. I just saw Extra Life posted about him. They did like a little, does this work? Hey, it works. They did a little interview thing. Here he is. Zialdar. I thought there was a T. There's a D. Zialdar. But they did a thing about him. Super awesome guy. Super sweet. Got a killer beard. That's him. And I think he's got a couple kids himself, but those weren't his kids. Those were champions, they call them. The kids and their parents who have utilized the Extra Life Children's Miracle Network hospitals, not Extra Life. I also got to meet. You guys ever watch the story about the how Extra Life started? There was a young lady in Orange, Texas, a little girl, and she was going through. She had leukemia, was going through treatment, and she wanted to play games. And then a local DJ that was in Houston, which is quite a ways away from Orange, but close enough. It started raising funds for her, and that was the beginning of Extra Life. Well, I met her family. She unfortunately passed when she was like 12 or 13. I got to meet her family, and it was great to meet some other Texans. First thing I said was like, thank y'all for being here. I know it's emotional. Y'all still in Texas? They told me where they're at now. And I was like, oh, cool. I know those areas. I've been there. And we chatted for a little while. They were very sweet people. But man, that had to be a real emotional weekend for them as they showed the videos of what they went through. And they said, we got to step out during that part. The screen froze on me? It looks good on my end. Did it unfreeze? Hopefully. Yeah, it's still going on my end. That's weird. Anyway, it was, okay, good, Red Ranger. Thank you. Savage said Zialdar has been fundraising on Extra Life for 13 years. Yeah, that's what he said. Isn't that amazing? And he looks like he's maybe, 27, so that's impressive. It was Simshu. It was really cool. Midnight Twin said, thanks to the Nerd Unite Extra Life streams, I was interviewed by I remember this. Local hospital was able to meet the people behind the scenes at the hospital and see some game consoles they use. It was an incredible experience. shows even though we may be small in the grand scheme, we can make a huge impact. See, I love that. That's great. Somebody said it over the weekend that we're all cogs in a bigger machine, and some of the cogs are bigger and some are smaller, but we all have to be there or it doesn't work. It did that for you too, Liz? Weird. Hey, what's up, Bubba James? So, yeah, I'm glad I went, and it gives me new perspective, and I wish I could offload everything that I learned over the weekend and saw to all of you. But if anybody from Extra Life or Children's Miracle Network Hospitals watches, thank you for inviting me. I had an amazing time. I met some great people from all over the country. I actually met a couple of people that work at Wizards of the Coast. Right when I was checking in, I got introduced to them, Mike and Laura. And first question I asked was, hey, I have an old coworker and friend, Hillary, that used to work with me at Funko. They're like, oh, we know Hillary. And Mike was like, I'm going to tell Hillary I saw you. And like 2 minutes later, he'd gone up to his hotel room. Like 2 minutes later, Hillary texted and was like, hey, Mike just said he ran into you. Like, what a small world. What a small world. But apparently, Wizards of the Coast does a lot for Extra Life. They had those cool cards we looked at that they were selling this year. That they work with Secret Lair, and I didn't really understand all of that. Now I understand it more, and they do a set of cards every year for Extra Life, so next year I want to get them. Dope. So those Magic Extra Life card decks, super collab between 3 companies. Yes, yeah, it was like Play-Doh, Secret Lair, and Wizards of the Coast, wasn't it? Or is there another group involved? But really cool that they do that, and they raise a ton of money for Extra Life, like millions of dollars. They're the number one fundraiser now for Extra Life, and who was number one was Rooster Teeth. It's a company from Texas that I was very familiar with and had gone to RTX, their convention, a few times over the years. Well, Jack Patillo, who was with Rooster Teeth back in the day, was interviewing a bunch of people, including them. And he was like, hey, thanks for dethroning us. Red versus blue, exactly. And Ruby and Achievement Unlocked. I love that. They did lots of cool stuff. I think they're now bankrupt. I don't think Rooster Teeth exists anymore, which is crazy. Because when I went to their cons, I was blown away by how many people supported them and went to those conventions. Really, really cool. Misty said, I was invited to the CMH Hershey Hospital and Extra Life event this past weekend, but Drew's dad was in the hospital, so I couldn't go. Dang it, Misty. Well, maybe next year. I think that'd be really cool for you to get to go see. Extra Life, this talking about the cards, Secret Lair, Wizards of the Coast, and Play. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, it was very, very cool. Oh, they got bought. I think they went bankrupt. Okay, that's different. Savage says Extra Life plus Brawlhalla collab was fun too. Yeah, Brawlhalla is a fun game. Yeah, there's a lot of companies like Wizards of the Coast and Brawlhalla, and I forget the other games that every year they do something in game for Extra Life. And I would love to see Epic Games get involved in some way with Fortnite, Rocket League, Fall Guys. I don't think to date they ever have. But it would be a great charity for them to get involved with. I think one of the other things I took away from the weekend is that a lot of people don't know what Extra Life is. Even Kelly has told me that before. She goes, you talked to our friends and you were telling them you do Extra Life fundraising, and they had no idea what that was. And I'm like, yeah, I forget that not everybody understands. So one of the things that the folks at CMN and Extra Life did over the weekend too was educate us on a big rebranding they're going to go through. So next year, it's no longer going to be CMN Hospitals or Children's Miracle Network Hospitals. It's just going to be Children's Miracle Network. And they're redoing the colors to yellow and blue. Right now they're red and yellow, and there's a lot of confusion between Ronald McDonald House and their stuff. And I get it. I understand it. So they shared with us all the changes they're going to happen starting January 14th, I believe it is. And they even, I got to show you guys my jersey. I got a jersey. Check this out. I got a full-blown Extra Life unlocked jersey. It says Extra Life and has 00 on the back. I've never had one of these like gaming jerseys before, Really like it. There's the new emphasis for Children's Miracle Network is going to be the balloon. It's always going to be larger than everything else, which is awesome. And then we got the logo. This doesn't change, but we'll integrate into the rebranding differently. And we got the Extra Life. This was the inaugural Extra Life Unlocked. Not muted on my end. Check. It's not muted on my end. Is it muted for anybody else? No, Comic Zombie. Yeah, this is super cool. I really dig. I normally avoid thin shirts like this, like the plague, but I like the fact that it's dark colors just because of my build. I don't like it. But the dark colors and the cut of is actually really nice and comfortable. I really dig it. So yeah, I'll wear that the rest of the stream. But here's the it's not officially part of everything yet, but there's the new Children's Miracle Network logo, and the emphasis will be on the balloon, the hot air balloon. So they gave us a hat and some other stuff. There was a cool swag bag that they gave us. This is more of a dad hat. Not for me, but Kelly will probably like it. Yeah, Nadu, when y'all asked for jerseys before, I was like, oh, hell no, we're not doing this. But now that I have one and I've worn it and I like it, I'm thinking maybe we could do something like that. The cut of the jib is good, says Comic Zombie. Yeah, I may have to get my own custom hat done because nobody wants to make a flex fit for some reason. This kind of hat is meant for women. I don't know many guys that pull this off, this look. Some maybe, but not for me. The white collar gives it a neck look, very nice. When is it going up for auction? Linter. I won't auction this one off. This was just such a like cool takeaway from the weekend that I'm so proud to have been a part of it. V-neck, gotcha. He's like, oh, it's comfy. Exactly. I had to live it to find out. Randy said for thin shirts, you can double up and wear another underneath. One thin shirt feels weird to me. I agree. I normally, I totally do that normally, Randy. See, I've been an undershirt guy for years. Takuma with some bits. Were there bits? I missed the bits. Oh, no, you put them in for the comment. That's right, for the special comment, which I couldn't have seen before. Now I see it. Thank you. Yeah, I had to be convinced, and now I'm convinced that it's pretty cool. Comic Zombie agrees. I need a flex fit. Definitely not a winter. No, but this room gets very warm because of the heat the PC puts off. So this works today. This is great. I don't have to worry about trying to open the window. So I don't want to get ahead of myself here, but I did have to switch back to OBS. Eventually, I'm going back to Meld as soon as they get this graphics card situation adjusted. But for right now, I am back to OBS, and we're what, a half hour into the stream, and things are holding well. We're way low on the CPU usage. I'm hoping that stays. I didn't even close OBS or Discord or any of the things that normally are memory hogs. I'm gonna try closing Discord now and see if, oh, it didn't even fire up. Okay, that's good. Hey, what's up, Priscilla? How are you now? That reminds me, I got some stuff in the mail. I already posted photos of the big box and the small box, but I also got a package from Priscilla, and I got a package from guess who? So we're going to open that today. Reminder, well, a few reminders. Let's talk about Extra Life, our big streaming weekend. Don't speak too soon. Gremlins love it. Oh, yeah, I know, Red Ranger. I know I'm probably, but I need to challenge it and find out what's going to happen. I don't want anything interrupting our Extra Life weekend, especially if I'm on the front page. The last thing I need to be dealing with on Twitch is technical difficulties that keep us from being able to leverage so many people coming by for charity. I have info for Pinnacle when we are up to NFTs that I would like to share. Absolutely, Linder. Yeah, please do when we get there. We're going to talk about them for sure. Midnight Twin, I'm always nervous when changing anything on OBS. Yeah, have you tried Meld yet, Midnight Twin? I would highly recommend it. The only thing I found out, no, Randy, I did not get to the freaking post office still. I'm so sorry. One of the things Meld is wonderful, but the graphics card that I have is not one of the ones that they built it for. If you have like an RTX card, I think those are RTX cards, you're probably great. I have a Radeon, not necessarily great. So I had to avoid it. But I highly recommend you try it, Midnight Twin. Meld is so easy to set up, so easy to use, and they have a wonderful team. Positive, who we used to raid over to from here, is on their team. She's amazing. They listen to fans. They're constantly putting out new updates, and the updates don't shutter everything. They don't rebuild your stream. Everything stays, unlike OBS that every time you update, you're like, fingers crossed, I don't have to rebuild everything. Yeah, I'm 100% meld, except for this graphics card. And if I had the money, I would just buy an RTX, but I don't have the money. So for right now, I'm having to dip back over to the side I didn't want to go to for the purpose of Extra Life. I'm glad I didn't get meld to like sponsor. It would have felt really bad. But let's talk about Extra Life. Reminder, because some other people came in. Next Friday, the 21st, that's 10 days from today. Please put it on your calendar. Set a reminder in your phone, on your iPad, on your computer. Write it on a Post-it note. Put it on the fridge. Put it on the family calendar. Whatever you've got to do. Yes, out of the box, Midnight Twin, you can multi-stream to YouTube, Kick, Twitter, Twitch, and they hinted at TikTok coming soon. I don't know if it's there yet. A watch streak for Cutie Beck. 3 stream streak. Thank you. So set your reminders, because as always, I ask this every year, and I know some people do it for sure, and I appreciate it. But while I got your attention, if you can be there, even to just turn the computer on and have it point the browser on Twitch on my channel, and then on the other channels of our team members throughout the weekend. If even 20 of you can do that may not have done it before, all of a sudden our numbers go way up. The higher our numbers are, the more likely they are to feature us throughout Twitch, and other people will find us. And we're kicking it off on a strong note, because I applied for Twitch front page and have already been approved on the 21st from noon to 8. So there's a lot of reasons why this is great. One, hopefully a lot of new people come through and they're like, this is awesome what y'all are doing. I'm going to support you by being here all weekend. I'm going to tell my friends about you. I'm going to tell other streamers about you. I'm going to donate a couple bucks. I'm going to keep the stream on to keep the numbers up. And then it will benefit not only all of our fundraising, but it'll also benefit Midnight Twin and Takuma and Savage and all the other people that are streaming on our team to boost their numbers. And so it brings up all Energy Night, and we all will be able to leverage that for more money this year for the kids and more money next year for the kids, and et cetera, et cetera. Even though we're on the front page, having an additional 20 people from our community who are on there, even just having the browser up, will help tremendously. So if you can, please do. We're going to start showing some of the prizes today, but this may be a record number of companies this year. I've got 14 confirmed companies that are sending stuff. A lot of it is on the way. Some's already arrived. Everybody's been very generous. They've been very responsive and are like, hell yeah, we're in. So I'm excited about it. And I'm going to try to mix things up a little bit on that Friday by having some more interactive stuff here on stream that are going to get people who aren't normally part of our community involved. So I want to run some ideas by you guys as well, but I've got some things I'm working on. Red Ranger for the kids. That's right. Monster Pete says, good morning, guys. Sorry I'm late. Sorry I'm late, I bet. Can you please update me with the last 30 minutes? Sure, let me start over. Let's start by looking at what we got sent to us in some of these packages. And I kind of have an idea, but I don't ever like to jinx it by saying anything up front. So the first one I got said Fun Maker Gabby on the outside of the box. Reached out to Mike Becker, and for the 6th year in a row, he didn't hesitate. He's like, thank you for doing what you do. Here's Joseph. Joseph will get you sorted. Joseph and Gabby must have worked together and got me some stuff. And they told me what I could expect to see in the box, but I didn't want to ruin it. I think having an unboxing is the way to go. So thank you to Rocky Moto up front for this. Thank you to Fun Maker Mike. Thank you to the team. That's a tight box. There we go. Wow, that does not want to give. All right. So first time I've unboxed it. We've got some bundles in there. We've got some things bubble wrapped, very light. She's almost threw it to the ground. First up, we've got we've got a proto. Very cool, sitting. So those are the chase, right? When they're sitting, and signed by Fun Maker Mike on the bottom. Chairman of Fun. Look at that. That is really cool. I love the blue. It's perfect for Extra Life. Slur Prize, exactly. Very, very cool. Is there a way to tell the difference between the lab figures and the protos? This is a bit of confusion for me as well. I'm going to have to do some research to find out exactly. Like, I think they told me. Hold on. Did he put it in the text? I can tell you what he said about what these things are exactly. Go away. Hold on. There we go. Yosef. Where's Yosef? It's been like 10 days. Oh, there we go. It's Leo Proto. This is a Leo Proto. And it's CDC sitting. It's the Slur Prize, the chase, right? Now, I don't know anything about the lab samples versus the others. But if let's see, the Protos don't have an imprint. Yeah, it's smooth. Dolphin smooth on the bottom there. Directly from the source. Exactly. No, not Astro Boy. This is their own original character. Very Astro Boy-esque. Yeah, hopefully that helps. Oh, his head is a separate piece. I thought that was one piece. It kind of moves on there. I'm not going to move it too much. But that's one. There's still 2 more things in here, and I'm kind of happy about the order. No text printed on the bottom. Just signed by Fun Maker Mike. Hold on. There's something on the bottom. Oh no, I thought there might have been some sort of printing, but under the N, there appears to be. Hold on, let me get to focus. Under the N, there looks like 3 lines, but it's not text printed. It's like either the marker or I don't know what it is. But that is definitely a proto, that's what they said, and it came directly from them. So, I still don't know exactly what we're going to do with these versus prize and auction. I think at least a couple of these will go to auction, and then one may be a prize. Oh, freaking dope. You ready for this? Bam! Godzilla all black proto. Oh, that is so dope. That is cool. Ooh. And it's signed. Oh, it's got a little drawing on the bottom. Look at the little sketch on the bottom. There. That is fun, man. That is so cool. Wow, I haven't seen these in person. I want to go get some of the Rockimoto cups of Godzilla. I love how many variety of figures there are. But look at that. Right off the bat, we got 2 amazing protos from Mike Becker and Rockimoto. And then we got one more here. This is coming to Las Vegas Designer Con, I think. Wow, said Linder. Yeah, if you guys are out at Designer Con and you see Mike and the team, please go, hey, Sully's so excited. We are as a team. Thank you so much for donating those protos for Extra Life. Let them know. I want it to always be in the companies that support us. I want them to know how appreciative we are. And I do a lot to like retweet and share and put their logos on things. And I want to make sure they understand how appreciative we are. Exactly, right, Chuck? Here's another. Are you ready for this? I believe this is also from the new Godzilla line. Look at this. And he's sitting. So I think this is another Slur Prize. How dope is that? And now for the first time, we'll all see what's on the bottom. It is, oh, cool. Signed by Mike. Have fun. Chocolate. Have fun. Signed by Mike Becker. Yeah, these are very cool. Just arrived over the weekend. Saturday. These arrived in the mail. They wasted no time. Very, very cool figures. I can't wait to get some really good photos. And as we've done in the past, I think everybody's been here before, but just in case you haven't and you're watching, we have auction items. I've got these and some other things already. We'll put together the auctions that I'll host. Our friend Funko Photo Lady, Patricia, has already started some auction items. She has some sign pops. We'll look at those in a bit, and some customs that she did. Then we'll have these. Priscilla's already run some auctions earlier this year. I'm going to see what all we can get that will go into the auctions. Right now we have at least 2 items, but I think we got more behind me here. Let's see. Is there a graphic for the streams for the Extra Life weekend? Not yet, but coming. Yeah. I would like to say I'm all prepped and ready, but this is all very much coming together right now, and will be in a state of flux all the way up until next Friday. We've got the NFT rally. We've got the auctions. The stickers, which I normally have running by now, and I have not gotten running because I've been trying to focus on so many other things, but that's top priority. We got a lot going on. We got merch that's available on Extra Life or on NerdGUnite.online. Mine's supposed to have arrived today. It hasn't yet. I wanted to show it to you guys. With any luck, maybe I get the delivery while I'm streaming. Where if you purchase any of the shirts, hoodies, whatever else, I can. As soon as the hat sample comes in, I'll have the hat listed. All that money, or not all that money, but $10 per item, the profit will go to Extra Life as well. So we got a lot to do, and I'll be working on it every single day to get it ready in time for next Friday. And I'll probably be working that Saturday while some of you are streaming to still pull things together. It's just the nature of the beast. I'm not a great 6-month ahead planner. I'm not that guy. Never have been. All right, this next box came from Plastic Empire. I just cracked it open while we were talking. Plastic Empire, which is Abominable Toys. And I have not opened it yet, but it's hefty. It's hefty. So let's see what we got. Keep that paper. I need that for shipping. They will also be a decon. Oh, right. Oh, hey. I don't know what I'm looking at here. Is that a Godzilla foot? Hold on. Let's compare. Kind of looks like it could be a Godzilla foot. Yeah, go to Decon and thank the sponsors, including Priscilla Wilson, Valor and Vellum. Oh boy. Did you see the side? Oh boy. Holy crap. It is the Mecha Godzilla Chomp. That box, I believe this is art by Tom Whalen, who has also individually sponsored us before by sending some posters and stuff. Oh, I love his art so much. You guys, if you look real close, you'll recognize that art style. Tom Whalen has done Mondo posters for years, and he's so incredibly talented. There's a sticker on the front there that says Chomp LE25 New York Comic Con exclusive. But I believe this goes a step further. I'm gonna open the box here. There, Nadu, I think it is. I think it's an artist proof. Wowzers is right. Wow, this is a thick. Oh, I like the polka dots on the box. Tom is just such an amazing designer, illustrator, artist. Extra Life, sponsored by Godzilla. We'll just run Godzilla movies on loop throughout the weekend. I'm letting the box slowly come out of the bottom there. I didn't want to force it and cause any scratches or anything on the box itself. Wow. Nothing in there. But we do have oh, there's multiple layers here. I want to see this bad boy. Let's get this out of here. This is amazing. Oh, the shading of his art on the figure. Holy cow, that is so cool. That is amazing. MGZ, Mecha Godzilla on the side. Look at the details on the head and the eyes. So cool. And, yep, bingo, baby. Artist proof, 24 of 25, I believe it says. Oh no, Funko Lover 30. I'm so sorry. I hope everything goes well. Hopefully you can read the caption at the bottom. I'll send prayers for your mother. It does say artist proof, 24 of 25. The Abominable Toys stamp. I can't speak. And then on the other side, I believe the manufacturer, Toho. Yeah, that is amazing. There's your Extra Life stamp, or your Extra Life artist proof stamp again. There's the front. Is it glow in the dark? That's a great question. I don't know. It didn't say glow in the dark on the outside of the packaging, but where is my Handy dandy flashlight. Oh, the eyes are. The eyes are glow in the dark. Anything else on here? Oh, he's blacklight reactive on the eyes. On his eyes. But the Godzilla, the eyes up top definitely glow in the dark. Looking to see if there's any other touches that glow. I don't think there are. Yeah, I don't see anything. But the blacklight reactive Chomp eyes and the glow in the dark Godzilla eyes, very cool. Oh, everything goes very yellow at first. Incredible. This and the Moto prizes will bring in some big bucks for sure. I sure hope so. I mean, it's my goal. The reason I do all this every year and keep in contact, like talking to Connor at Abominable, he didn't hesitate, and they sent something this cool that they could sell for real money, right? But God bless them for sending for Extra Life. It's the reason I do all this every year is so we can raise as much as we can for the kids. So another thing I always ask is once I get these auctions up, I need you guys to get it out to the communities, man. Find those collectors. If you know somebody that's into Abominable Toys, that's into Godzilla, that's into Chomp specifically, that knows Tom Whalen and his art, I may ask him to share on his channels about it. Would be very, very cool to get people over here to bid. Let's see, there's some stuff on the bottom too. For decorative use only, not a toy, by Connor McConnell and Benjamin Sue for ages 15 plus. Figure and package design by Tom Whalen, sculpt by Elaine Viesca. Yeah, look at that. I'll get some good photos and get this ready for our auctions. I think that's a definite auction item as well. Now, Sully, show us Sunezilla. Give the people what they want, says Nat. I think you might have to speak to Priscilla about that one. I bought one of those Chomps, didn't realize they are that big. Aren't they awesome? I have back here my custom Sully Chomp done by RJ, but that was originally just a Chomp. And I've got a Statue of Liberty Chomp that maybe I'll include this year as well, as a prize or something. And I have a couple, but that Statue of Liberty Chomp I just saw. Maybe that's something to include this year. If he had a Sunezilla, that would be a surprise to me as well. I was a little too busy to be doing customs. We're not done. And like I said, I've got 14 plus companies. There's a couple that I'm still waiting to hear back from. 14 plus companies that have agreed that are on board, that have sent or are sending prizes. And in a minute here, I have a pretty fun announcement as well. Another announcement. This from the man, the myth, the legend, Brian Cook. Wonderful human being. I got introduced to him through Priscilla. I've been a fan of his work for years. And as it turns out, I don't remember if I've shared this before, there was a year that me, Hillary, Dima, and I think Cameron was on that trip as well, went to Portland for Rose City Comic-Con. And Dima was like, let's try something new and different. And we went around and we interviewed for Funko on the Funko official YouTube channels and others. We interviewed a bunch of smaller artists in Artist Alley, and one of them was Brian Cook Art. I remember talking to him and going, oh, this is so fun, the butts on things. Right? It may still be on their YouTube channel. But I'll tell you, Brian keeps going the way he's going, and he may be bigger than Funko here before long. We'll see. Let's see what we've got in here. I have not looked. I did cut out the address on the front, but I did not look to see what we got in here. Thanks, by the way, to Priscilla for making all this happen. She reached out. Oh, beautiful. We've got a New York Comic-Con exclusive set, I believe. Is that this year? No, that is this year. It's got the milk, the bagel, the newspaper, and the gum. And these have like a really fun... they're not smooth on the front. They're raised in different areas to give texture and shape to the pen. So there's a full pen set. Was that previous year? Oh, don't say that, Linder. No, don't say that. We've got for you fans, we've got what is it? Derpy? Is that the name of that one? 2025 New York Comic-Con exclusive Brian Cook art. We got Derpy's butt. I'm just kidding around, Linder. We've got we got a fun little like keychain lanyard thing with some peaches on there. for you ATL fans. Oh, I didn't notice this before, but on the leather, it says butts on things. That's cool. We've got, there's still a lot in here. What a derpy butt. Oh, the Emerald City Comic-Con set. I love it. With Bigfoot. Got the mushroom, got the frog, and the ECCC logo. Buttified. I know, isn't it great, Linder? We've got, there's still more. We've got, I'm not looking at the front. Oh, the big luggage. Is this the luggage tags? No, they're magnets. The donut and the coffee cup. Oh boy, I guarantee both Macy and Kelly are gonna want that, but they're gonna have to donate like everybody else. Wait, does the pot next to him have a buddy as well? Oh, we're talking about the derpy? Yes. Yes, it does. I don't know the significance of the pot. I haven't watched K-pop Demon Hunters all the way. I need to. I've been threatened. I've been threatened about it. I bought the Zoltar Speak for the comp. Oh, that was a really cool one. I remember that, Monster Pete. It's my favorite, but I think that is great. I think that might be one of my favorites all time as well. A lot of these look like older sold out exclusives, so probably harder to find. Nice. Oh, the Labubu inspired double-sided hang tag or purse hanger, whatever you call these things. Kelly ordered this for her and Macy, and they both love it. And I got one at New York Comic Con, and now we got one to give away. There's still more. There's still more. How about a NYCC 2025 Dunkin' coffee inspired? It says Bunkin' on the side. Nadu said they could be APs. Well, I don't know. I don't think his are like numbered necessarily, so I don't see anything that indicates they're APs, but they might be. We can call them directly from the artist. I'm not sure if Brian designates exactly. And then one final thing in there. He packed a lot in that little envelope. Let's see what we got. Oh, nice, a Minecraft inspired 2025 exclusive. Now, is that San Diego? Yeah, that's a San Diego. So that we got the San Diego, NYCC, ECCC. We got all kinds of fun stuff there. So that awesome of Brian Cook. It's so amazing. So sweet. Thank you, Priscilla, for reaching out to him on our behalf and getting him to agree to that. And thank you to Brian. I'll have to look at like which of these, if any of them are previous years, like Priscilla said, and sold out and going for a lot. Like I don't know if those might be auction designated items. I feel like most of those would just be prizes. Lava chicken butt, exactly. And then we got a bag from Priscilla. Priscilla, is this Extra Life? Is this based on the form that I didn't fill out properly? By the way, sorry. As much as I get on to people about that. It's got a pull tab on it. Guess what? Chicken butt. He sent a buttload. Oh, I'm going to steal that. Oh, wow. Yeah, that is Extra Life. Yes, the form where you only put the first address line. You know, I'm not gonna try and justify what I did. I messed up. I stupidly thought there would be other lines for other information, and I just ran through it like an idiot. It's totally on me. So I apologize. Priscilla reached out to us and was like, "Hey, you guys, fill out the form if you want anything from me for Extra Life giveaways." And I rushed through the form on the last day, of course, and didn't fill it out properly. So 20%. There's some fun stuff in here. All right, first up, we've got a pin, an AP nudes. Look at that beauty. Love it. Oh, definite auction item here. How about a purple plated raw pin proto number 2 of 3. Purple. I love these. I love these solid colors. They kind of remind me of like cookie cutters. I wouldn't try to use this as a cookie cutter. God forbid. You know what? It could be fun though, is if you rolled, they're raised just enough where if you rolled ink, you might be able to use it like a stamp. But I'm not about to put ink on this beautiful AP. How about AP set of Sune and Toratai in the orange and white. Amazing. Savage said she also got stuff from Valor and Velm. That's amazing. Oh, ooh, the San Diego gold plated raw pen proto number 4 of 6. That was an old Crunchyroll Expo exclusive. Which one? The orange and white? That makes sense because that's their color logos, right? Their logo colors. The solid color looks like a Candyland player piece. A little bit. Oh, these are beautiful. I love all of them. Then we've got this was the collaboration between Priscilla and $7 a pop that they did for, it's LE100. I feel like this was this, it's the San Diego Comic-Con. Oh yeah, this was when her new figures, the pre-orders came out, because that's the new sitting version, right? Love it. And then we got, oh yeah, I love this. The two coffee, the coffee and the Frappuccino. LE50 glow in the dark pen set, Emerald City Comic Con exclusive. AP out of 50. Love it. Wow, so much gold in here. Here's another one. I showed you this one already, but then here's the other colorways of that in the blue. So we got the yellow and the blue, both San Diego Comic-Con exclusives. Those are also LE100 on each of those. Super dope. And far from done. There's still more in this tiny little package. A bunch of stickers, bunch of the awesome, let's get out and take a look at them. Bunch of the awesome stickers from Priscilla. I know there's several of you that collect Priscilla stickers. We've got is this with the fish inside? I can't make it out. My eyes are having a real struggle up close these days. Blue with the clear head, and I think that's the fish inside, or is it the lightning bolts? Looks like the fish. Then we got the treats. I had to do mostly LE stickers for the streamers who requested them. Well, thank you, Priscilla. Thank you for everything you do. Like, you guys, I say this every year too. I hope you understand, Priscilla could put this stuff up and sell it and make all this money, additional money for herself, but instead she always thinks of Extra Life every year. A couple of these awesome Sunes. She always thinks of Extra Life. She's already done some streaming and some auctions this year. She's giving prizes to us that are on the stream team for Nerd Unite for Extra Life. And like, knowing her, she's probably not even done. I'm not asking for more, but I just know your generosity. Oh, I love that one. That's really cool. I love that you're able to take the designs you did for the physical figures and then work those into stickers as well. But we're not done. We got amazing enamel pins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 enamel pins. That's like 6 or 7 stickers. There's a couple little things in bubble wrap. Couple little things in bubble wrap. You know it's good if the bubble wrap comes out. People used to get so excited about the green bubble wrap we used at Funko. Oh, dope. Little Toratai blind bag minifig with the gold leafing inside. That is, I like the hazy vinyl, the hazy resin with the gold inside. The light really catches that gold. Oh man, this would be great on a spinner with the little spotlight on it, so you could see the gold sparkle. That's really cool. 100%. Midnight Twin says we appreciate you so much, Fallon Realm. I agree, 100%. That was a mini made from the leftover NYCC Stormy Vault piece, so hardly any of these. Ooh. I may need that description from you later, Priscilla, when I build the auction. Oh, they're both that way. Oh. Dope. Look at this. Got the gold. It's that TikTok. Look at this. Look at this. Is that the Kardashians? Look at, oh, I love that gold in there. That's so cool. So very cool. Wow, those are amazing. Those are going to photograph really well. Thank you, Priscilla. So we got a couple more auction items, I think. It is the lightning bolts. It is the lightning bolts. And I have one of my figures that I got. I specifically got my... Oh, I put them up there. I can't reach them easily. I put my APs that I got from winning Priscilla's big giveaway during New York Comic Con. I put them up there, but I got the lightning bolt version of the Sune, the big one. So these are like little complimentary pieces, companion pieces. Nah, they're amazing. I can't wait to photograph these. So cool. Thank you, Priscilla. Your generosity knows no bounds. You are amazing. That's right. I got the AP. I love it. I never did get some photos taken. I need to. I've had so much going on lately. I wanted to photograph all the fun stuff that I got after New York Comic Con. I'm at least happy I did do some good photos during to say thank you to everybody, all the other participants, but I still need to get some photos out of those to show off. I want to redo some of what's behind me for sure soon, and I want to get my Sunes up in an area where they can be seen better. That's amazing. Thank you, Priscilla. Holy cow. I can't believe all that was in that padded envelope. That's amazing. So much amazing. So we barely started. That's 4 packages. From Priscilla, from Abominable Toys, aka Plastic Empire, from Rocky Moto and Funmaker Mike and Funmaker Gabby and Funmaker Joseph, and for Butts on Things, Brian Cook. It's a Mary Poppins padded envelope. It's the tartest of padded envelope. Oh, shit. I mean, darn. Amazing. Amazing. Thank you to everybody. That's 4 of 14 things I've got coming. So I'm going to be sorting through, taking photos, figuring out what's auction, what's giveaways, and starting to promote that stuff. We'll be doing it all through the Extra Life weekend, 21st through 23rd. And after, my goal is to get the auction stuff up next week, have the auctions running through Extra Life, and maybe ending on that Sunday night would be great. But Chuck, I'm really good about this. I'm very careful about it every year. I'm gonna document it all. I'm gonna keep it in one spot. I'm gonna set up a table back here like I did last year to keep it all together. And maybe I'll get some boxes, like a box just for the Brian Cook stuff and a box just for the Priscilla stuff. And I'm really good about it. I'm very careful. There's still some prizes from last year that didn't get I never got the delivery information from anybody, so I'll re-put those in for this year as well. I think there's an NFT pop or 2 in there. There's some other good stuff, so I'll get all that out and get it going. But the list of companies that have agreed so far. Let me run down this real quick. I'm very happy with the results, or with the response this year that we've got. First, we got $7 a pop, sent 2 gift cards, $50 each, that are digital, and will get emailed to somebody. So they've essentially already sent it. Abominable Toys, Connor and the team sent that awesome Mecha Godzilla that they did with Tom Whalen. I love that piece. Boba James sent us this whole pack. I got to go through it. This whole bundle of Twitchy Tides NFTs that's probably worth a few $100. And I think I might break it into 2 bundles to do like 1 auction, 1 giveaway, something like that. I got to go through it all and value it all. So thank you, Boba James. Display Geek, I think we haven't talked about the details, but I think I've got a few of the Grail mods and some Sully MyCons figures. I think we'll put one of those together as a bundle from Display Geek, because he sent me a bunch of stuff once upon a time. Evil's Toy Lair, Jessica sent a ton of stuff last year, and I'm coordinating with her yesterday and today via email. I think I'm going to pick up from her either tomorrow or Thursday, because she's local, a bunch of stuff. She asked what I wanted, and I said, hey, whatever you can do. Just as long as keep in mind, small shipping. We don't have to pay too much for shipping, and she totally gets it. Funko Photo Lady has sent me a box of stuff I have not received yet, or haven't gotten yet. I think it's at the P.O. Box, so I got to make that a priority to get over there this week. I'm waiting on Fugitive Toys, but they already have me send my address, and Nelson said he's going to send some stuff. I have no idea what to expect. I've not had Nelson on board with this before because I couldn't communicate with him, but now I did. So I don't know what he's going to send, but hopefully, hopefully it's something we all love. I'm sure it will be. Hand Over the Hero has agreed to send some stuff. I haven't received it yet, but he was on board. He was excited about helping with the money for the kids. My Pops, Nick and Nessa, are running their own. They're not sending separate prizes because they're already doing so much, but they're running these amazing raffles that started this past weekend with their 5th anniversary of their shop in Shelby Township, Michigan. You guys, if you haven't seen them, I can go to them in a moment, but they've got several options. So you put in $5 for a ticket and you choose which item it goes into, and you can win. There's like one thing that has a 2 handmade by robots protos signed by Detroit Lions players, and what is the third item in there? Isn't it another proto or something? It's another amazing prize. Oh, wait, Swarty, I still owe you something on that a year and a half later. That's me. Leave it to me. No, Monster Pete. No, you didn't mess anything up. We talked about this before. I don't know if you remember. I'm having it sent to me, and then we're gonna get it given away as a prize. I've got it in my notes already. So we're gonna give it away as a prize. I'll just ship it to them once it arrives to me. So we're good. We're golden. Yeah, no worries there. So Nick and Ness are doing some great things there. Make sure you guys check out those raffles, and you can send money. You don't have to go to their store. You can tell them, I want to buy 2 raffle tickets. I think Nadu's done it in the past. They'll like send you a little invoice. You send them money via PayPal. They put your tickets in the box. You can win. I think Nadu may have won something in the past as well. Rocky Moto, Mike Becker sent those 3 amazing protos. Can't believe it. Nadu said it's a proto. Black and White Wolverine. Yes, Black and White Wolverine was one of them. That really cool exclusive, which is very valuable. Star Trek NFT set. Yeah, that was another one. The full NFT set with the legendaries, the royalty, and the Grail Spock. That set alone's got to be worth $250, $300, if not more. I haven't looked at the pricing on those recently. Priscilla Sune has already done so much this year, but she also sent the amazing pins and the minifigs and the stickers that we saw today. Turtle Beach said yes, they're in. They're sending something. I got to follow up this week and make sure that they've sent it. They always have come through in the past, so I have no reason to doubt them this year. And that stuff's on the way, hopefully. U2's first time on board. I don't know what they're sending, but they said they'd send something. I sent them a list of licenses that we would like as a community. I kind of picked a bunch. And let me make sure I don't have anything. I did get a response from somebody that I don't want to announce yet because I'm waiting to make sure that they're 100% in. I'm looking down the list. Oh, Monster Pete. Yeah, Monster Pete, I got you on here, but I didn't put a green bar on your name, so I looked over you. I'm sorry. So that makes 15. There we go. The last one I want to announce. This is one I've been trying to get for years. They came through. I'm very excited, and this is kind of a 2-parter, really. Funko is on board. Funko got back to me and said, we're in, we want to get you some stuff, let us pull it together. They have pulled it together, and it is shipping, and I will have it soon. These will be, I don't want to get into what it is yet until I see it in person, but we got some auction items in there. We got some auction items in there, and we may also have some New York Comic-Con exclusives in there. Wait a minute, this just changed to 9 days. Oh, we just rolled over noon. It just changed. So we got Funko. I said an F word, not the F word. They're on board. They're sending some fun stuff. They're sending some New York Comic-Con exclusives. They actually asked the open-ended question, how many things would you want? After I typed out 100, I backspaced and said, hey, look, whatever you can send would be amazing. Let's go with 10. Could you send 10? If that's too much, we don't want to overstay our welcome. Do what you want to do. But there may be 10 New York Comic-Con exclusives coming in addition to some other stuff that will go up for auction. So I'm very excited about that. I can't believe, like, I got goosebumps just saying that. I used to work for the company. It shouldn't be that big a deal to me, but it is a big deal that they're on board and they were so like we're on it. We're in. 100% we're in. So we got that. And God knows who else that I reached out to may just get back to us at the last second and go, like, oh, I'm in. I'm doing it. So that'll make 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 companies and individuals that are supporting us. And I did a little preliminary mock-up here. This may not need the final, but look at over here. Watch this. Watch this. Updated bar with all the companies that have agreed to be a part of us, our Extra Life fundraising so far, ready to show off throughout the weekend. CEO out here trying to make a good impression. LOL, bravo. Yeah, I mean, yeah, if he's part of it, 100 retypes number. Yeah, that'll be showing during the weekend. Now, I'm putting a lot of thought in, and I love y'all's feedback and ideas. I'm putting a lot of thought into what does the stream look like during that 4-hour-ish window that we're on the front page. Not yet, Red Ranger. I just got confirmation from them after creating that. But again, that's not the final product. I will update it, which unfortunately takes a lot of work, but it's totally worth it. Monster Pete, yes, I have not shipped those. Hope to get that shipping done very soon, but I haven't shipped anything in a few weeks, so sorry for the delay on that, but it will get shipped to you, I promise. The boxes are sitting right over here labeled with your name on it. What was I saying? I don't remember, but yeah, I'm doing the work. I'm doing the thing. I'm trying to get it all done. What does the stream look like during the 4-hour window? I don't think I'm going to overwhelm people during that window with a bunch of logos. And if you donate $5 or $10, you have a chance to win and go through all the prizes. I think it's too much. We keep it like about the moment during those 4 hours. So that bar, I'm going to make disappear during those 4 hours and put something else in its place. We are going to do some sort of giveaway in stream on the 21st. So I'm thinking about something Turtle Beach sends. If they send another cool controller or a set of headphones or whatever, I may say, hey, if we reach $250 in donations or $500 in donations, we'll give away this. And maybe if we reach 1,000, we'll give away both things. Everybody who donates $2, that's an entry. So donate $2 and that's an entry. Donate $2 and that's an entry. That kind of thing. Just to keep it in the moment, pick the winners at the end, get it done, get it shipped to hopefully boost our fundraising. Because looking up here right now, our team's done a great job. I set our goal this year at $25,000. If you remember, the first year we did $69,000, but life has changed for everybody since then. And the last couple of years, we've hovered in the $20,000 to $25,000 range. As a team, we've already raised $3,721. We haven't even done our big weekend. We're definitely going to be doing our big weekend, and we can raise money through the end of the year. You can donate at any time. The thresholds for prizes will be similar to in the past, which means we will have like a $10 and up, you can win a prize. 25 and up, it's a separate set of prizes, but you're also eligible for the $10 and up. $50 and up, you're eligible for tier 3 and tier 2 and tier 1. $100 and up, that's probably where you want to aim, could get you a chance at the big guns, the big prizes, and tier 3, tier 2, tier 1. That's what we did in the past. And I'm working on maybe some other things, like I put here a note, we talked about it last time, maybe a best clip prize. If you guys know about clipping here, Savage got one right at the beginning of the stream, a social achievement badge. Twitch is pushing this. Make a clip of something cool that happens and share it, and you can earn points essentially through Twitch to get yourself the social badge. But what that helps is promote what's going on. So if you clip something during my stream and put it out there, whoever gets the most views and likes on one of those, I'm thinking about a separate prize for them. So I'm putting that together as well. But I got a lot of work to do. I always love these extra live streams. I mean, me too. I wish I had somebody else to do all the work and I could just stream, but I'm the manager and the kickoff guy. So just got here. Has it been mentioned that the chat overlay might need more of a contrast to the background? I was debating it as I sat here. Yeah, this is similar to what it was last year. In fact, the black background is darker, but I think it needs to go even darker. Yeah, I agree. I think I'll take it to the point where you can just barely see the background. Actually, can I do that on the fly? I might be able to do that on the fly. Let's see. I was debating it earlier in my head, so I'm glad you said something. You guys can always, if you have ideas, I'm open. Let's bump this opacity to like 75%. Is that 75? Maybe even darker. Let me try again. Filters. Let's go to like 90. Is that better? That looks better to me. And you still get the idea that you can see through, which I wanted to do more of that glass effect. Thank you, Walking Miracle. Thank you. Manager and talent, LOL. Savage agrees. All right. Thank you, Takuma. Thank you, Walking Miracle. I have to change it on the other ones too. I don't think that will directly. Well, it might have changed it across the board. Huh. Okay. 90, like, yeah, we'll stick with 90 then. So what I was getting at is the team's doing a great job. I have not done such a great job, but we did start it off with some donations for the packs, which I'm going to do again today. I got Thundercats packs, 2 of them, that I want to see if you guys are in to pitch in some money to buy some slots, and we'll do the opening. And then I sent out. I'm trying to think of all the ways I can reach out to people, right? Last year, I sent out like a blast email to everyone that I had an email address for. This year, I went in and used the Extra Life system, which for our team, our fundraising team members, and well, really anybody. But hey, Pisces Rob, what's happening? How are you now? For our team, if you're raising money, don't forget about there's built-in tools within the Extra Life website where you can input email addresses that you have, but also it keeps email addresses for anybody that donated to your page in years past, and you can reach out to them through that. You can send like a form email. I did that yesterday to near 500 people. No donations came from it right away, but part of what I put in there, and maybe some of you probably saw this email already, was, hey, we're not only can you donate, but also we're doing a big weekend. Please be there. For anybody who knows about the prizes and stuff, they may be waiting to donate during that weekend. So I'm hoping that what we do is see that quickly get across. I have $10,000 set as my personal goal. I don't know if we'll get there or not, but I'm going to try it, right? I'm aiming for it. We're going to start the Extra Life week with a Thundercats pack slot opening. Yes, Ned, how funny. What great timing. Yes. I'm doing great, Pisces Rob. Thank you for coming by. We're getting into our Extra Life vibe. November 21st, which is next Friday through the 23rd, we're doing a whole weekend of streams. I'm starting it and ending it, and we've got 9 other team members that'll be streaming throughout the weekend. So please set your calendar for the 21st at noon Pacific. We're going to be doing some giveaways within that opening stream. So if you come by and donate, I'm thinking like $5. Two. I'm thinking 2. That gives you a chance to win a prize. But I'm going to do some other things during as well, and give you a chance to win some prizes at the end of that very stream. You don't have to wait weeks to find out if you want anything. It'll happen that day. I did not, Pisces Rob. I have to go back and look. I'm sorry. Did you send a DM? Or was it just a regular tweet? No, Monster Pete, I haven't given instructions yet, but I will. It will be a donation to Extra Life, but I want to talk to you guys about it, so don't jump ahead. I will definitely. Okay, I didn't see my Twitter DMs this morning, Pisces. Sorry, I'll take a look. Oh, after the stream, not during, but. I got the email. It's good for impulse promotion to keep it at the front of the. Yeah, exactly. So I'll be sending out more emails. I'll definitely send one on the day of. The problem with their system, however, is it only allows you to send to 100 at a time. Oh, it's a super duper shout out. It only allows you to send 100 at a time, and when you go to look at your list, you can't just go click 100. You have to click and count, and then send, and then redraft an entire new email, and click and send, and then draft the whole new email. You can copy and paste, but it still takes a while. So it took me like a good hour and a half to send all those emails yesterday. Oh man, that would have been a blast, Pisces Rob. Yeah, I played a few games yesterday, and then that was just a little bit of time filler while my wife and my stepdaughter were busy, so I didn't have much time. I love the new Fortnite season. Yeah, it's been so fun. I love the changes. The whole map feels like The Simpsons. It definitely is. I already got Homer, and I haven't been able to play a lot. Nadu said, just realized I made a boo-boo on the last one where I put my full name instead of Nadu6. LOL. I'm sure I'm not going to be the only one that is going to put different names on donations. You're probably not, but I'll tell everybody all the way through. Use the same name for every donation. If you got to write it down on a Post-it and put it on your monitor, if you got to put it in a note, if you got to type it in your phone, whatever, but use the same name for all the donations, because if you donate $2 here, $5 there, $10 there, $10 there, you want to get to $100 to win the top prizes. To be eligible for the top prizes. It's on you to keep track of how much you've donated and what name you're using across all of them. I can't I can't keep track of everybody's form. Pisces Rob, have a wonderful day. I hope works a good day for you. Let's talk about Funko. You guys wanted to talk about it. You came in here hot at the beginning. I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean, it's something we need to talk about. I followed along all weekend, starting with the tweet, which I'm going to bring up on the screen here. This company, Dexerto, who I've never heard of before this weekend, put out this tweet. Funko just admitted it might not survive another year. Sales are down 14%. Debt is piling up, and the company says there's substantial doubt it can keep operating. Now, to be totally fair, the tweet is not inaccurate. It was the article that went into a bunch more. But what this is a clickbait headline. And some people think that means that you click on it and then it leads to nothing, or that it leads to erroneous information. It's really not what this was. Clickbait can just be, hey, we've rattled off the worst possible thing to get you to go read the article, and that's what this was. And then this image of the arrow going down the chart certainly did not help. Well, Misty, they are a clickbait account, but what I'm trying to get across, and this is the part when having these conversations on Twitter, people don't seem to understand what I'm trying to say. They have their own visions of what I mean, but I'm putting it in the words clearly. Funko, God bless them. I love that we're working with them, and I'm a longtime collector, and I want to see them do well, right? But the actual facts of it are, sales are down year over year. Not month over month, not quarter over quarter, but year over year. And the stock market, if you're an investor, or if you're a collector, you got to look at the facts, right? Like, things are not great for them. But it's not just Funko. Like, a lot of companies are having these problems. We've got the tariffs. We've got, over the last couple of years, the supply chain and the increased costs of everything. We've got people, the economy. People don't have the same money they did at the beginning of COVID when they were getting, money to stay home and work, if they were working at all. A lot has changed. What this company, Dexerto, or what this group or this individual or whatever this is has done, has just, unfortunately, they put this out there and the community has focused on it. And I've seen all kinds of BS from coast to coast, all over the country, of people, oh, it's over, sell your collection, I told you so, the sky is falling, Rome is burning. This is business. This is a company that carries debt. They all do, except for like Apple and a couple others, and they probably still have debt, but they could pay it off in an instant. This is a company that's trying to survive. They are all trying to do that. I did read the SEC filing. Right, so for those of you who don't know, Funko is a public company. Their books have to be public. They have to share information. They're required to file these things, these reports, and answer certain questions so that as a stockholder, I am one, we're not surprised later when they go, whoopsie, we lost $1 billion. They have to answer to certain things. And when you read down in there, there was a section that said, we have substantial doubt about our abilities to operate. And I remember the exact wording, so I'm not going to try to fake it. I could look it up, but I don't have it accessible to me right now. What I could not figure out, I even used ChatGPT and read through a bunch of stuff, was that line was not Funko waving a flag going, we're done, we're over, we can't pay our bills. That's not what it was. There were a whole bunch of bullet items stating probable or even improbable but possible outcomes over the next year. And one of them said basically, there's substantial doubt that we'll be able to pay our loans back in the next year if things continue the way they will. Yeah, right, Red Ranger. Context matters. No one cares, but I do, and I know you guys do, and you're willing to listen. So the thing that struck out to me as odd in the beginning is, why would Funko say that? When I saw this headline, why would they say why would they do that, right? Well, and Darth Wagga, that's great that the stock's up over last month, but they're so down over the last few years that as a stockholder, when I paid $12 a share for my stock, to see it now down at $3.80 or whatever it was, $3.50, I don't even remember. I try not to look regularly. It's a long-term investment for me. Has to be now. That's painful. As a collector, It's also painful because I want this company to be around. Now, if they end up going bankrupt, I do not think they will. If I said donut, I must be hungry. I do not think they will go bankrupt. There is a far more likely scenario where they sell to another company or to an investment team or something like that. They are a public company, but one of the things I learned is that not all of the company is public. They made a portion of it public for the purpose of getting money to go invest in new things. And they did. They bought Mondo and Loungefly and some things like that with the money that they got from the initial stock IPO. And they do have to, they do have to answer to the stockholders, and they have to do better financially. But there's other money invested in the company that, like, even I think if the stock went to zero, I think Funko would still be kicking along. It just would make things difficult on them. Companies go through this. The misinformation and the sky is falling, we're all going to die scenario that so many people are tweeting is just more clickbait based on clickbait. What really kills me is this BS was taken down. That's not a live tweet, that's an image. It disappeared yesterday. And so did the article that was written. So that Dexerto, as a company, as an individual, whatever they are, could come into the space, put out something like that, cause significant damage to a company like Funko, and then just homer into the bushes and then walk away from it. Somebody said in the comments responding to me, I'll read it, try to do it without snark in my voice. C&D, most likely, cease and desist. Funko changed their policies quite some time ago. They don't like it when someone says something real and we actually communicate. Clickbait is what Daily Mail be lying about. This wasn't clickbait. This was our opinions gained their attention, to be honest. First of all, cease and desist is sent to someone who's illegally using their name or product or something like that. They probably did send a letter that says, and it might be labeled cease and desist. I think it's something else that says, hey, you've shared erroneous information about our company, because it's not just the headline in the tweet, it's what they wrote in the article as well. And they jumped to a lot of their own conclusions and made up a lot of stuff. I didn't read the whole article. I don't have it in front of me. I just know I skimmed it and I saw some things that I was like, this is opinion. This is not fact. And just like we see all the time, people are sharing opinion as fact now. That's what Funko sent them a letter, basically probably a defamation or something to say, you can't lie about us and just make news up. You have a choice. We'll send the lawyers after you take it down. And I guess they took it down, but they didn't issue a retraction or anything else. So they just went in, caused damage, ran out. It's unfortunate people can get away with this. It's, guilty until proven innocent for Funko in this case. But look, somebody will come if Funko continues to not be able to bring in the money they thought they would, if the new CEO can't turn things around, if they end up approaching a bankruptcy situation, which, by the way, bankruptcy doesn't mean what you think it does either. Bankruptcy means, in most cases, you're restructuring the company to be able to pay your bills and go on further. It does not mean the end of a company unless you claim a certain type of bankruptcy or file a certain type of bankruptcy. Most of them are a restructuring situation. But people hear bankruptcy, they mean, $0 in the coffers, the sky is burning, the sky is falling, they're going to have to shut their doors tomorrow. That's not the case. The Funko name has value. Somebody said that in the chat. Their product line, Pop, Bitty Pop, all the stuff that they make has value. If Funko gets to a point where they truly can't pay their bills anymore, they would sell to someone else, most likely. And I still think, I've said it for years, and this is in no way a dig. This is in no way anything bad. It's just business. Disney or Fanatics would be a great company, either one, to acquire Funko. You can have your opinions about either one of them, but when I say they're a great company to acquire Funko, they have the money, they have the infrastructure, they already have deep connections with Funko, they already understand licensing and have deep connections with licensing. I think both would be great to purchase Funko. I would prefer it be Disney, just because I think they do a better job, but Fanatics would be primed to do something with it. Anyway, there's my rant. I mean, you guys had some comments. Bubba James says their own visions of gumdrops dancing in their head. Walking Miracle, when people give your words different meaning from what you explicitly mean. Oh, yeah. It's not necessarily that people like that comment I read are trying to be a turd or trying to be combative. I think they truly misunderstand it. But some people are just always looking for a fight, too. That person may have been like, oh, and then they tweet in their, in whatever that was I just read, to prove a point that they don't even know what they're talking about. Or, hey, I might be wrong. I'm not oblivious to the point that I could be totally wrong on this too, but I have a business degree. I work for the company. I've been following it closely for 14 years. I think I have a pretty good understanding of what's going on. We learn, right? This person, they think they know, but I don't think they know. It's the quote, closing in less than 12 months. It's a fact, guys. Trust me, bro. Quote, end quote. People that are the worst. Yeah, I know. This is definitely happening. For sure. 100%. I told you so. That stuff, it's not fact. It's you reacting in an interesting way about something you don't understand. You think you do, but. To see the Funko team get a green light to work with you after this many years goes to show that they notice something needs to change. Takuma, I don't know. I think honestly what it was is just over time, there's not many people there left that I worked with. And maybe the new team was like, look, I don't know what you guys don't see, but we see something and we're in. So I'm glad the change came about. Also, to be fair, I didn't reach out a lot. I think I needed to have some time in between there too before I was willing to go, hey, let's do something. I tried a couple times here and there, but it didn't work in the ways I tried. I tried something new. Walking Miracle said, wax value used to swing by 10% either direction day to day, but 10% of a little isn't as much as you might think by just seeing a percentage. Yes. 10% now for wax is fractions of a penny, but the brand name Funko is valuable to someone. It is very valuable. Funko is $1 billion company. Whether or not they're $1 billion this year, they are $1 billion company from past years and their ability to be $1 billion company. They are poised to be $1 billion company again. Yeah, Takuma, be lying. Nadu, Hasbro would be the first to buy them. They always buy everyone that goes under. Maybe. I don't know that they have been successful enough or have the money in the bank to buy Funko. I don't know much about Hasbro, so I could be very wrong. I think it makes more sense for a Fanatics or a Disney, just based on the relationship they already have. But could be wrong. Like, if you look at Fanatics owns Topps. Topps is doing all kinds of cards these days, from V-Friends to Disney, sports. They have all the sports except hockey. It would make a lot of sense for them to continue that success with sports in pop form. It's already there. Look at the LA Dodgers set that they sold a second time now for the win. They sold a lot of those. They did really, really well. They already have their Topps Moments, or whatever they're called. Hi, Chuck. They already have their Topps Moments cards. They could do similar stuff to that with Funko. Imagine Shohei Ohtani pitches a perfect game next year at some point. They make up the next day. Here's a pre-order for the Shohei Ohtani perfect game pop. We're only going to make that many. And then that's it. That's where we're close. We're not going to make any more. They could do stuff like that. Haters were already hating. Yeah, there's been people that have been dead set against Funko's success for years. I don't understand why. Like, what do you get out of that? Oh, I told you so. They're done. Somebody quoted underneath my replied and said, they're just Beanie Babies. And I'm like, wow, original thought. I didn't say it, but I thought it. Takuma, understandable. Yeah, I think the new team made a good move. Was pretty shocked to hear that. Good job. Thank you, Takuma. Thank you. Hi, Chuck. Different Chuck. That's that Chuck. Hi to you, Chuck. Problem solved. All right, I'll buy it now just so Disney can't. Let me pull out the old Ameris. Is that your American Express? You call it an Ameris? I've never heard that before. Funko fan, yes to Disney, then get Funko NFTs to Dapper Lab. Oh, hey, I love it. I love Funko fan 34 has been paying attention. Fanatics is doing all the hockey jerseys in the NHL. Well, Fanatics is, yes, and they're also doing the baseball stuff. But Fanatics owns Topps, and Topps doesn't have the hockey license. So they're, different operations handling different things, all under one umbrella. Peking says, even if they are just Beanie Babies, Ty is still alive and kicking. I saw some over the weekend. You're right. Funko has to find its identity again. It needs a CEO with a heart for collecting and collectors. I wish the CEO luck. And look, I read there was another article I shared over the weekend that I hope you guys will read. That was an interview with Josh. Let me show you in case you haven't seen it. This is real info here. This was not pulled from the headlines. And I'm impressed to see this tweet got 5,400 views. That's a lot more than my normal tweets do. But if you haven't read this article, I would take a moment to do so. It does share in there that this guy seems to he has a good understanding for the pop culture stuff. He has worked with Funko for years. There's little hints in there that, yes, he himself might be a bit of a collector. He has gone to cons for years and he has kids. That's going to help a lot. It keeps him attached young and keeps him into new licenses and things like that otherwise a CEO may not be into. I think there's some glimmers of hope in there for sure. I think he has a solid plan going forward for the things he wants to get into. I did read a few things in there and I'm like, well, I feel like they've tried that before and it didn't really work, but we don't know what exactly they're trying. Like there was a mention of shoes in there. Some people assume, hey, we're going the Bull Airs route and we're going to make some really cool pop culture themed shoes. I am willing to bet, since there are Nike board members, former Nike employees, or maybe they're currently Nike employees that are also board members of Funko, and that he used to work at Nike, there's more of a collaboration effort in play. Like, you guys seen the Nike Kirkland shoes that are coming to Costco? Could there be some Nike Funko shoes coming? Maybe. Could be cool. Nadu says, problem I see in Disney owning Funko, they will concentrate on their properties, and that's about it. I don't see them ever working with WB and others to release properties that are not theirs. I mean, maybe. There's always the chance that Disney buys a Funko company, a company like Funko, and leaves it as is. They simply leverage the resources, now they have complete oversight into whatever is made through Funko that is Disney and Loungefly and Mondo and all that. But it doesn't mean that they bring it into the Disney headquarters and all of them are Disney employees. They could still operate separately while being owned by Disney. Now, I don't know what that means for a company like WB. Would they be like, no, we're not going to put any money into Disney's pockets by letting them make Harry Potter stuff? At the same time, Disney works with Doctor Who and BBC, or did for 3 years. Doctor Who shows showing on BBC. They can make business. They can make it work. Whether or not they want to would be a different story. Look at Sony and Marvel. They were essentially competitors in the movie space until it came to the time where Sony owns Spider-Man and they don't really want to make their own movies because they can't do it right. And then they have to work with Marvel in order to do it right. And then everybody wins. That could work. Oh, Red Ranger, thank you for the reminder. Dapper Labs, get your keys. I did not do a good job over the weekend of getting my keys. I failed many times over. Yeah, go to Disney Pinnacle and get your keys. If you haven't seen that, we can talk about that in a bit as well. Night Bodega, nothing is ever dead. Companies or licenses can always come back, i.e. G.I. Joe, Toys R Us. Yeah, Toys R Us, Blockbuster. Nostalgia is huge, and Funko's been around long enough where they not only work in nostalgia, they are becoming nostalgic in their own right. I think they're already there. So, I don't think, it doesn't become a worthless brand. There's no way. They've made the IP of Funko and Freddy Funko and Franny and Proto. They have the IP that is Funko, and they could still leverage that for a long time to come. Night Bodega, happy Veterans Day. Limited Funko and Loungefly style shoes, fire. Take my money. See, could happen. No, Disney does not own Doctor Who. I don't think, Boba James. They just actually ended a 3-year stint with the BBC of airing Doctor Who. I just read about this yesterday. So I think they have just been working with the BBC. I think the BBC owns Doctor Who. Or else, well, I think we'd see a lot more Doctor Who in the form of like cartoons and other stuff. I mean, I know there's comic books and figures and stuff, but does Funko own the plants that manufacture the pops? I'm 99% sure the answer is no. When I was at Funko, they were in the process of moving production from a few places they had worked with for a long time to work with more places in different countries to mitigate the risk of doing everything through one factory. So I think that may have benefited him during all this tariff stuff as well. Like, I think there's some production happening through countries where the tariffs are not as bad, but I don't know what's changed in the last 5 years. So Red Ranger's sitting at 80 keys. Nice. Takuma said a lot of these new generation Funko fans need to watch the Making of Fun documentary. Some of these kids don't know what a wacky wobbler is. It's a shame that what we had in the time I was there, if you came in as a collector then, it was so much easier to learn about the company and to get involved with the company and engaged with the company because you had all these resources, the Making Fun, the podcast, videos, live panels at conventions, etc., etc. It's just not there anymore. The library, the opportunities are not there anymore. And somebody's mentioned it before. It's a shame that Making Fun is not hosted somewhere where people can watch it whenever they want. I don't know who technically owns that and why they don't work with Funko to have it available on their website or on their YouTube channel or something. I feel like whoever owns it is trying to get more money from it, and I don't know if it's there. Funko should own it, but I don't know if they do. P. King, oh boy, the Disney Junior version of Doctor Who would be great, right? Those cereal eating events hit different. Yeah, they did. I didn't get to go to that one, but I know about it. Anything prior to 2000 is ancient relics to these new kids. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think Funko's here for a long time to stay. I think they brought in a new CEO. He's only had 2 months. If he was the one that decided that the NFTs needed to die, well, I would love to talk to him about that. I read in the article, too, he wants to connect. Oh, a couple interesting things. He really wants to connect with fans. He knows the importance of conventions. He mentioned twice that something they want to do in the future is making pops for people that do like YouTube videos and Twitch streaming. He mentioned Twitch twice in the article. I'm not for a second thinking I'm getting a pop. That's not what I'm trying to say. What I'm saying is he understands that pop culture, is not just about movies and television and video games. It is about what is popular at the moment. And there's nothing bigger than Mr. Beast on YouTube and Tim the Tap Man that's one of the only ones I know. I don't know a lot of people on Twitch, even though this is my primary thing. There are people that have millions of followers, Kai, on Twitch that probably should have a pop. Why they don't already, I don't know. Oh, thank you, Boba James, for the reminder. Why they don't already have it, I'm baffled. And he's smart enough to go, oh, we need to get into this realm. Why are we not already doing this? They did Ninja years ago. There were Ninja Pops, which got leaked thanks to one of those horrible channels way too early. But, boy, you better send another email. No, I'm not asking, and I'm not expecting ever in my lifetime that would be a thing. If they opened it up and said something like, though, hey, we have a new program where if you want a pop of you made, we'll do it. You fill out this form. You're going to pay for it. You're going to buy them from us. You have to buy a minimum of 500 at this price, and we'll manufacture them. I would jump on it. But to expect them to come to me and go, here's a contract. We'll pay you $2,000 up front, and then this amount per sale. We're going to make this pop. There's no way. They wouldn't sell but 100 of them. So if we're lucky. You have a Ninja Funko Pop? Nice, Darth Wacko. Netflix is who distributed Making Fun, so you don't know if they are the ones who own it. No, they definitely don't own it. Netflix does not. They were just a distributor because it also aired, or not aired, it was also shown on another video hosting site that was a competitor for YouTube. They were merely a distributor. They paid X amount of money to show it for X amount of time, and then when that deal ran out, they no longer hosted it on Netflix. Happens all the time. You see stuff leaving Netflix. Like I saw today, Back to the Future leaves Netflix in a few days. Sully holding a little Sully would be priceless. Licensing nightmare. It occurred to me earlier, I don't think Arnold Schwarzenegger has any pops. There is a Terminator pop from Dark Fate. And there's another one. Because I remember when they finally made some Schwarzenegger stuff, I was like, oh cool, I want that. Oh, didn't they make Duke from Predator? I think they made a Duke Predator pop. There are a few celebrities that are holdouts, though. There are no Tom Cruise pops, except the Mummy one, and that one got out without his permission, which is why it's so rare. I actually took a photo at New York Comic Con. I hadn't seen a Mummy pop in forever, and I saw one. Sully holding a Hoot pop. Sully, just take all our money, please. all $12 we'd make. Come on, Mr. Positive, we got to get that Sully Funko. Just as long as you don't call them Funkos. Tom Cruise is the classic no pops actor, and it's a shame because he has so many incredible roles that would make great pops. Remember when Tom Hanks finally agreed, and like all of a sudden there were Forrest Gump and like a ton of others all at once? Like some of these, the licenses or the restrictions on their identity, their use of their likeness, are restricted outside of the movie. So like they could make Top Gun pops, but they would have to get Tom Cruise's approval to make a pop of him from Top Gun. They could make the Mummy pops. They made the other ones, and they made the Tom Cruise one. But the Tom Cruise one had to get yanked back because he holds separate rights to his likeness. Chuck, that's because the Tom Cruise pop would have to be a pocket pop. Clint Crockett says Dave Grohl needs a pop. That would be dope. That would be really good. And Josh Simon in the interview that I recommend you guys read mentioned that he really wants to lean more into music. So I think your Foo Fighters have a chance. There's also strangely no Robert Patrick pops, and he says he doesn't own his rights. That's shocking. That's really shocking. Could be really cool for the T1000. Was it 2000? Which one is he? 2000, T2000. But he's played other iconic. Right now he's on Tulsa King, and his character would make a cool pop. Got him. Just don't call them Funkos. I'm not allowing that statement, but yes, you're right. I have 3 Wacko pops, 2 from Animaniacs, 1 is me. Nice. They did Jingle All the Way. Mocking Lads, that's the other one I could not remember. Good call. I got to do this super duper shout out. And for some reason, hold on, can I? No, I can't do that. I can't do that. I have to. Oh, I remember I used to make a separate window for this that I'll have to make again. Patrick was the T1000. Okay. I got to interview him once, which was pretty cool. He's a scary dude. He is a very stern man. And I could tell, I think I told the story here before, when he walked up to the stage and I shook his hand, he was fully intent on telling me he didn't need me on the stage. So I saw it coming because I watched it happen with William Shatner with somebody else. I saw it coming and I walked up to him, and before he could say anything, I said, Mr. Patrick, my name is Sully. If it would be okay with you, I'd like to ask you some questions for the panel. Would that be okay? And I could see him go, okay, all right, we'll give you a chance there, Sully. And then by the end of the panel, he walked off the stage to get to his golf cart or whatever. He goes, Sully, it was great. You were the best interviewer I've ever had, and then left. And he might have been blowing smoke up my butt. I'm happy with it. I was happy to get through the thing. I was nervous the whole time because he's a scary dude. Like, Ron Perlman's a scary dude, but he's an a-hole. Robert Patrick is a scary dude, like legit would kick my butt. I don't want to mess with him. Like, to the day he goes into the grave, he could probably kick my butt. Happy smoke, exactly. Happy smoke. I was just happy to get through it. I was terrified that was going to go wrong. And a couple of times he took little jabs at me, to test me, and I wasn't about to give in. I don't remember the wording now, but I just remember going, that was a dig. That was a dig. I'm looking for reward requests queue. There it is. 6 good soup 7. I don't understand the whole 6-7 thing, and I don't know what I'm writing here. This was requested by Boba James. I don't know what this is. Robert Patrick seems super nice on his recent Phase Hero interview. He's just a professional. He's a great actor, and in any given situation, he can command the room. That is Robert Patrick. And if he knows that something's going to be shown to a lot of people, he's a smart enough guy to market himself in the proper manner. That day on that stage, he may have had a bad day too. But I could tell something was off when he walked up. He already was going to be like, nah, I don't really need you here. And then he was good. Just ban the 6-7 thingy before it takes over the stream. I visited San Diego to go to TwitchCon, and I was staying with Matthew's Ranch and his family, and his daughter Sophie, just the cutest, nicest little girl. She was hooked on the 6-7 thing. She was like 6-7, and I'm like, oh man, I already found out about this from Macy. I know a little bit about it. But she was big time in it. All right, let's see. Trying to make this work in the layout of the Post-it. It's a little tricky. That looks like a B. Nope. Try again. Dude, my daughter drives me nuts with it. Right, Takuma? Right, just the right age, right? Look, we all, as we're a little older, we're all like, why, this is stupid. Why do they do it? Just let it go. Every generation needs their thing. They have to separate themselves from their parents and previous generations, and it's got to be their thing. As soon as it becomes mainstream, too mainstream, they move on to the next thing. We did it. They'll do it. The next generations will do it. When I was a kid, I said rad so much, my dad wanted to just throw me out of the house. He's like, say it again. Say it one more time. Because it got so annoying. We all have done it. We all have done it. So we just got to let it play out. Just got to let it play out. Okay, I think I get it now. Six good soup 7. As soon as boomers start using it, that will kill. Exactly. So as much as we hate it, we just need to start using it. It's in their presence. We don't have to use it all the time. We don't have to use it in places we don't want to. Like, you don't need to be running around cons saying it. Okay. All right, so we talked about Funko. Did I... What do you guys think? Do you agree with my thoughts? Do you... I don't know. What do y'all think? I think we need to, as a world, as a society, put a stop to this giving so much credibility and importance on headlines and actually do some reading. But it's human nature to take the shortcut. People are going to go, oh, I read that somewhere. Well, you read a headline. I've done it. But at least I'll go, I read a headline, I didn't read any further, but this is what I saw. I want to go research it. I try to do that. But there's plenty of people who are never going to. And they're going to, as soon as they see something, the game of telephone begins, and they go share it with somebody else, and they leave something out, or they change a detail. And then just a few hours later, it's gone between 400,000 people, and the headline is not at all what it was intended to be in the first place. They have zero attention span. How do you expect them to read? Well, how many times do we have to touch the hot stove? How many times do they have to touch the hot stove before they go, oh, wait a minute, I've been burned by this so many times. We know this is not true. Maybe I should think about this a little bit. And maybe it just comes with age. Maybe they'll get better as they get older. I mean, I was a fool and didn't pay attention, didn't understand things until I got into my 20s. I'd like to think I was smarter. Kelly and I were just talking about this. Like, what is the age where you're an adult? In my head, it is not 17 or 18. For me, 25. Like, I was a fully functioning adult by some measures. I could pay my rent. I could hold a job. I could pay my car note. I could have raised kids if I had wanted to at that time. I would have done fine. But I didn't truly, really understand my place in the world and who I was as a human being and how to interact with others until I was like 25. And even then, I think I've gotten much better at it over the years. But anything prior to that, you're just a kid. I think you're just a kid. Yeah, 25 minimum, your brain isn't done developing until then. And Kelly and I were talking about the other day, and she goes, well, I was working, and I think by 18 I was an adult. And I was like, I would like to have a conversation with 18-year-old you or me. That she may very well have been. Because she grew up a little faster, taking care of her brothers a lot. Just a different upbringing than I had completely. It's amazing how similar we are, even though we were raised very differently. I stayed in one state my whole life. She lived in like 20 different states. Oh, thank you, Boba James. I see. It would be interesting if you got to try to interact with 24-year-old me, though. Like, I think that would be a very different situation. I don't think you'd necessarily like that guy. Takuma says, in ancient Japan, kids used to leave home at 13, and if you returned, you succeeded. If you didn't, well, natural selection. Things were a little bit different there, and the average lifespan was what, 30? So, by those standards, we shouldn't be leaving the house till we're 40 or 50 now. I remember feeling the burden of adulthood the first time I had to pay to fill up a gas tank. So, yeah, Peking, there are these moments where you've got to measure and go, this is a taste of adulthood. I remember having to pay my first car I had to buy in high school because my mom couldn't afford to do it. My first car wreck was a big one. Having to pay my own insurance and phone bills were big ones. Having to buy groceries when I was a sophomore in college and I moved out of the dorms. My then girlfriend and I, we didn't have any money. We could barely pay our rent. I remember literally a Friday night date night was like, let's go to Burger King and split a Whopper. And that was like a splurge. That was going out. The only time where we got real groceries or got to go out to eat was when we went home to visit. And we lived close enough to home, to our parents, where we did go home on the weekends a lot to participate in different like family events and stuff. And it was always a treat. And we're like, we're going out to eat afterwards. And we're like, yes, because we know we're not paying for that. So we can get whatever we want. We didn't take advantage of it, but we were so happy to have a meal out. Takuma, but I'm also not raising samurai. I mean, would there be anything wrong if you were? Nah, 24 me, no one wants to know. See, Takuma? Or Bubba? I was working when you had to get a permit to do so. Oh, yeah. So you're working at 15? I remember I did work at 15, but I worked and got paid cash under the table at a local sports card shop to sort cards and help them with their like cases and stuff. They probably shouldn't have hired me. They were former convicts that ran the shop. I learned a lot about prison by listening to those guys. Things that a 14-year-old, 15-year-old shouldn't have been learning. Priscilla said, oh man, I remember setting up utilities and paying bills was so stressful at first, and learning how to do laundry. Oh yeah, for sure. Sophomore year. So I had freshman year in the dorm. Sophomore year, moved in with a buddy and my then girlfriend. We had one bedroom. He had the other one, of course. He didn't move in. He was supposed to move in June when we moved out of the dorms and into the apartment. He didn't move in then. He was like, oh, last second, I gotta save up money. I'll still pay rent, but I'm not gonna be there. I'm gonna be working back home. We're like, cool. Never sent rent. Whole summer. It killed us. So he owes like $1,000 and he never did pay it. We got into a huge brawl over that. Almost. Like I cursed him out. He wouldn't actually fight me. But, and again, we couldn't afford groceries. We couldn't do anything. And then we had an electric bill. We had signed up for the electric bill. A bill never came. We lived there for close to a year and we were about to move and an electric bill had never showed up. And then it did. And it was $1,000. And I flat out called them and I was like, you never sent a bill. I don't have $1,000. You've got a problem. And they were like, so do you. We're going to send you to collections. I was like, well, I'm going to fight it because you never sent me a bill. That's kind of on you. I eventually paid some of it, but not much. And looking back, they really messed up. How do they not send a bill? Getting your first paycheck and then seeing the tax taken out, jaw dropped, right? I never looked after that. Chuck, yeah, I remember going out to eat was a treat when my wife and I were first engaged as we were saving for the wedding and later for the house. Now we are old and make 3 to 4 times what we did now, and going out to eat is no longer a treat or something special. I guess I did get a little comfortable, but today, given what I went through with COVID and during that time, I definitely see going out to eat as more of a treat than I did, prior to COVID. Because there for a while, I just would not let myself go do any of that. I was like, no, I can't spend the money. All right, super duper shout out for Boba James. I finally got it done. Are you ready? 6 good soup 7. I have no idea what I'm writing here, or what it means. This reminds me of Tony Stark in Iron Man when he's in the photo with the guy in the Hummer and he's like, the guy puts up hands and he goes, no gang signs. Just kidding. I don't know what I'm doing here. No gang signs. Boba James said, so he met Mully? Yeah. He was one of the only people I ever full-blown lost it on. The guy was 6'4", 6'5", and he was like high-level karate. He took karate, and he was in great shape. He would have whooped me. But when I called him out on all the money, I found him. He was hiding. I found him, and I called him out, and he would not come out and challenge me. I was so pissed. I've never been that mad. Well, no, that's not true. I haven't been that mad many times. Wait, which line? Oh, Iron Man. Yeah. I just want to give Mully a hug. Mully's not much of a hugger. 6 good soup 7 would be a hood password. Yet the first guess of any younger person. All right, let's see. We talked Funko. We talked Extra Life. Again, really excited about all the stuff we're doing for Extra Life. I hope that you guys can help us through donations. I hope you love the prizes this year and you're incented to do something. I wish you all could have gone to what I went to over the weekend because now I want to do more. I was debating whether or not to do these packs today, and now we're definitely doing it. I'm going to try to give more. At least it's not the Louvre. Oh, like put it in the Louvre. Let's see. I think we got to get on the packs before it's too late. So I do have 2. Well, let's back up. Let's go to drop. Snapshot tomorrow may be our next to last one ever. I don't hold high hopes that drop is still around or anything new will come of it. I think they're probably going to shut it down. If they were going to do anything, they sure should have done it by now. But it's interesting. I just saw something from Digital Pop Kingdom. Look at this. 7 hours ago, I woke up to see this. Harry Potter Grail NFT floor bought up. So the Harry Potter Grail NFT is at $50. Hey, what's up, Dan Asker? How are you? Is it $50? Someone sees value in it. It is still, no matter what happens, if drop is done even if Funko is done, this still exists in the world. It is still a collectible. It is still an officially licensed collectible. If it has value to someone, it has value. And there is value in a Harry Potter Grail pop. And while we're looking at it, $18.45 for a Leonardo, $14 for Frontman. Why? There's no physical pop to come of this. These things have value to someone. So very, very interesting. I don't know what the Grails, what they paid for them. Let's go look real quick, because I am curious. Like, did they scoop them up for $2 each, or did they pay $20? Let's see. If we go to the Grail, no, catalog, Grail. The estimated value of a Grail right now is $36.94. So based on recent sales, whoever, look at this, one wallet bought a bunch of these. Let's view the whole history. Whoa, holy shnikes. The last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 NFTs all bought by one account. 37, 36, 37, 37, 36, 29, 28, 30, 27, 29, 15. They started pretty low. 12 was the cheapest they bought, and they bought all those up to $37. Do the math. That's several $100. They bought all those, and now the cheapest one is... Wow, once upon a time, the cheapest sale was $4.50. $50 is the cheapest one right now. Very interesting. What this tells me is, even this could be one oddity. I don't know. I have not gone through. I'd love to see all the sales that happened over the last month. What is that total? What are things going for? I haven't been looking. There's value to someone. I still want to complete my set. Sadly, that Grail is one I need. That I'm still going to buy at some point. But I want to complete all my sets, and eventually I'll pick that one up. I'm not giving up on it. I've sold some packs, and I have some money to be able to do something with. I'm at $155 in my wallet so that I can do some things. Those are just for the NFTs, Linder. The pop, this is long since closed out, distributed. Pop is no longer a part of it. It is just the NFTs. Click on their wallet, see how many other Grails they've scooped. That's a good call. We can look at that. Let's just do a little... A lot easier for me to see this on Atomic Hub, personally. They have 3,825 NFTs in this wallet. They may have transferred things out. We don't know. I could look, we could dig, but we don't need to. And... are they going mostly Harry Potter? Yeah, 3,688 of those NFTs that they own are just Harry Potter. There's some of the Grails right there. That's epic. I had to retrain my eyes. That's also an epic. So they bought a bunch of stuff after buying more epics. I hope it's because they're like, I'm just a giant Harry Potter fan and I want to own like all the NFT pops of the NFTs, because I know this is going to have more value down the road one day. I don't know what other reasoning they would have to do it other than they think they're going to corner the market and then flip them. But like, there has to be demand there, right? Rookie numbers. Linder said, that's amazing. I have not kept up with the Funko digital changes. Do you know if they will continue to allow the digital website to remain as is? So it's a great question. We don't know the answer to any because they've not really spoken about this at any length. But here's the thing. Keeping the drop website up will cost some money. If Funko wants to close that down, they will have to give notice or else face some serious backlash. I have not read the terms of service. I don't know if we've all signed something away by participating. It may say in there at any given time they can close it up and walk away. But they are still making money off of secondary market sales and will, at least through the final snapshots and stuff. And then it might get a little quiet or else it might thrive. We're 5 years since Topps manufactured any NFTs, and they are still one of the top selling collections on wax. I don't think Funko will be much different. I think there's still going to be a really high seller. There's going to be a lot of fans that want to collect, like myself. A lot of us holding hope. We'll see what happens. What's up, Professor Josh? Funko would have to give a heads up. And everything can be transferred to your atomic hub, which that's going to be around virtually forever. It's self-sufficient. But what about those drop exclusives? And that's the part that does scare me. Harry Potter is one of them. So there's a real chance that Funko, if they're not careful, could make a bad decision at some point when they think that no one cares and go, we're shutting it all down tomorrow, but have no game plan for getting your drop exclusives out. I'm thinking maybe they would just do it anyway and like unlock those where you can move them. Maybe they have to get permission from the owners. I don't know. From the owners of the license. I don't know. We're all going to have to wait and see. I think it's a good thing to keep an eye on, but clearly, like, that's a drop exclusive. Somebody's spending some money. They're probably not the only one. I would love to look at the activity that's happened on drop over the last couple of months. I'm sure there's a way. I just don't know how to quickly bring that up, but there's no answer from them. I really, really hope at some point they'll at least speak to it. And I'll continue to pursue answers. Whenever I get the opportunity, I'll ask. I'm hoping I'll be around Funko people occasionally and I can continue to prod a bit. Not having the possible eventuality of a shutdown of the program and the licensing agreement would be criminal. Yeah. I wish somebody, well, you know, we could run the terms of service through ChatGPT and we could get some answers maybe. Feel free to do that on your own, or if I have some time, I'll try to pop it in there and just go, what happens if Funko decides they want to shut this down? Or do we have any recourse? What does it say in there? You know, because I can't read that legal mumbo jumbo and make heads or tails of it most of the time. But that's why I use ChatGPT for things like that. Okay, so Thundercats is going to Snapshot tomorrow. There's a lot of terminology thrown around for this that's still confusing after 5 years of doing it. They call it upcoming on the calendar. Some people will say snapshot. Some will say there's other terms. Redemption starts. It's all so confusing. But tomorrow is the snapshot. You got to have your royalty sets built. You have to have your legendaries and your grails in your wallet by 11 a.m. tomorrow, right? That's November 12th, in order to get the physical pops. You'll get your coins tomorrow, noon to 1, somewhere in there. Hopefully you get some amazing low mint numbers. We will get those pops will eventually be delivered and they will have the actual numbers on there, which is exciting. Probably mid-January after Disney Villains Redemption closes. Wait, what? Like when we would get the physical pops? Yeah. We're not going to get these until second quarter of next year, probably, is my guess. And I'm fine with that. I'm the weirdo in the room, I know, but I'm fine with that. Let's look at the other day. Thundercats was definitely on the rise, but the packs have come down quite a bit. They were up to $67. I sold one at $58. So let's see what this royalty set looks like. I've clicked on it and waiting. We're looking at Pop and Stock's website, of course. So yeah, we did peak out at $126 last week when somebody brought it up. And then it has since dipped, but still sitting over $100 to complete a royalty set, $101.97. If you've got a partial royalty set, you need to make the decision. Do I need to go ahead and finish this? Or do I need to sell those pieces? Those epics still have some serious value. Let's look real quick. Thundercats. And remember, I said this a million times and probably only going to say it a few more. If you have an epic you really want to keep, but it's not part of a royalty set, like it's not helping you get a royalty pop, sell it now while it has value and buy it back post snapshot cheap. No reason to hold on. Look at these values: $11.40, $9, $12.50, $7.60, $9.30, $3.80. That's shocking. That one's so low. $15, $8.60, $15, $10. I know my luck in the past, I'd have 8 Pumiras, whatever you say it, and that would be the one that's the least. But $15 for a couple of them? If you got those, sell them. You can always buy them back later. Sell them now. Get that cash. Get that at USDC. Happy Tuesday, Dr. Doom. How are you now? So here's where we are. And I wanted to tweet about this, so I'm going to do that real quick. I want to sell some slots in these packs. You guys being here, you get first dibs. But I'm going to do a quick print screen. I'm really bummed because this 11-11-2, it's interesting we're opening it on 11-11. Maybe we open it at 2 o'clock. I wanted Kelly to click the button to open it, but she's working today and couldn't be with us. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to put out a quick tweet. No, not for charity. For the kids. Donate to get a slot in the 2-pack openings I'll be doing on my Twitch live stream in the next 10 minutes. Visit join now for details. All right, we're about to crack these Thundercats packs for the kids. Donate to get a slot in the 2-pack openings I'll be doing on my Twitch live stream in the next 10 minutes. Join now. Okay. Posting. If you guys would be willing, I know it's competition, but it's for the kids. Keep that in mind. To retweet that, spread that out to your followers. Get any friends you got in. Text them if you have to that you know are into Pops or into Thundercats. Currently, these packs go for close to $60. So let's do a little math real quick, and I'll see if you guys agree with this. Wait, did I just get a text from... Let's do some math. Calc. 59 divided by 17. $3.47 per slot. We don't need to go that high. I think part of this, you guys tell me. For those of you who are watching, we could go $3 or $4 on these slots. There's 17 per pack. If we go $4, of course, we raise more money, but are you willing to buy 1 or 2? I'm thinking what we do is we put these up. Let's say we start at $4. We'll do $4 a slot, maximum 2 slots per person, just to start. And we see if we can get through 1 pack. All that money, you'll donate it directly to Extra Life, so all that money goes to charity. It's not going through I'm not putting it in my pocket at all. Or do you feel like 4 is too rich, 3 is good? What do you guys think? Give me some opinions in the chat. Of course, anyone watching on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, you're all eligible to jump in on this. This is not a Twitch-only thing. You'll be donating your money directly to Extra Life. The chat has gone quiet. Did I lose everyone with this idea? You got your $8 ready. Let's go, Lugs. Thank you. Thank you for chiming in. Anybody else? Do you think $4 a slot is good? Linder's in. Darth Wacko's in. I know Monster Pete was interested earlier. 4 is my favorite because it's my birthday. Okay. You guys are not having any issues at $4. So here's what we need to do. Let me 1 second. Let's go to this. Before you make any donations, give me a minute. Let's put this together. Ugh, I hate that. Every time I try to go to Google Docs, it wants me to log in again, even though I'm logged in on 8 different spots. So I have to go through a certain link. Google Docs needs an overhaul. Let's do this. Okay. I was thinking. Donate $4 per slot. Max 2 slots per person. I won't go any bigger than that. Donate directly to Extra Life using my link. You must include your name and in the comments input your wax address. I think it's called a comment. Let's if we go to Extra Life, so go to Extra Life, go to my page, go to donate. So, oh, it's playing down here. Hold on. Oh, it's playing down here. Hold on. Donate one time, US dollars. Other. Let's say I want 2 slots. I put in $8. You can cover the costs or not, doesn't really matter. Display name, I use the same display name every time. Add a message. So add it as a message. And then I would put yrgb4.wham. That's it. And then donate. I sent the Moto Proto info to a group chat, and there are already a couple of guys fighting over them. Should be some great auctions. Yeah, love it. That's amazing. Thank you, Priscilla. Darth Wacko. Good question. Thundercats is not. I guess it could be either, right? It's not an exclusive, right? Am I right in that? Input your wax or drop address. Okay, that's good. Good note. Good note. Thank you. I always forget about that. Okay, so you guys can begin your donations, and this will be an attempt. I wanted to try the new alerts and system that I got on that other side, or is now down there. So if you guys want in, I'll start building the spreadsheet. You can make your donations now. Hopefully we can fill the 17 slots. I'm limiting it to 2 to start, but if we get through and we still have a couple left over, if you guys want to jump in, you can. Link, absolutely. I believe you can just do ! Extra Life. There you go. There it is. If you guys notice, those of you who are streamers, I sent out the documentation on how to set up your stream. Every few minutes right up here, a little drop down will come in. Will fade into existence. This is how I try to get people's attention so that they have an on-screen notification of that. But also, over here, the timers will be sending that information every so often as well. There you go. See, there it is. I know it's not the biggest, brightest thing in the world, but it only comes up every once in a while, and I'm visually trying to get people's attention in different ways. So would it be better to just put drop wallet since snapshot is tomorrow? Whatever you want to do. If it's easier on you, then absolutely put the drop wallet in. Yeah, it's whatever's easiest for you. I personally don't care. I have to go type in an address and hit send, and either address works fine for me. I don't have to do a different process. So if the answer is yes, it probably would be. But whatever works for you. All right, I need to take a bio break, but I want to see if the first one goes through because I want to know if we're getting instant notifications. Like, I'll get a text if there's a donation, but I want to see how quickly it happens here on stream. That is true, Walking Miracle, but you do have to have it all in the same wallet. So if the majority of his stuff is in drop, he wants to make sure he's got it all in drop for sure. But that is accurate. You're right. All right, we'll give it a minute. I want to see that first one come through. It's instantaneous. Yes. How much time between your donation and that popping up, Darth Wacko? There's supposed to be more on the screen. Why is it just that? Stream Elements was supposed to also... Oh, that's the delayed one. I can't have them both running. I may have to take it out of Stream Elements. I wanted the instantaneous one. I'm pretty sure we got it. 30 seconds is great. Last year it was taking like 10 minutes for some of them to show up, and it was so annoying. Oh, you did hear it, Walking Miracle? Excellent. Okay, let me get a spreadsheet going while we're chatting it up. Thank you, Darth Wacko, for that early donation. I hope we hear a lot more to cover our 18 slots. We will find out here momentarily. Oh, I just got the notification. I assume that's Darth Wackos. It doesn't put a name on there or an amount, which is annoying. Oh no, I want spreadsheets. Sheets. There's another one. Red Ranger got a slot. Thank you, Red Ranger. Okay, let me shell this one. I already sent all those. Oh, Curtis Massey, if you're here. You won a slot before of some Marvel ones. And the address you gave me was wrong. If you're still here, let me make a duplicate of this so I still have the old one. Thundercats packs. You can't see what, Monster Pete? I'll bring up the sheet again in a minute. I'm building the spreadsheet real quick. Give me a quick second to do that. You mean the instructions you can't see? Yeah, I'll have it back up on the screen in a moment. We're not in a super rush. So all right, let me 1, 2, 3. Corey, thank you. Let's get we have Darth Wacko for 2. And I'll shuffle these. You won't necessarily get those slot numbers. And then, wait a minute. Let me make sure I can see all these. Is it donations received? Yeah. Red Ranger for $4. So 1 slot. Then Linder for... Thank you, Linda. $4. Oh, it's Corey next, and then Linda. Corey got $8 total. So 2 slots. Then Linder. So we are now at 6 of the 17 slots taken. We will jumble these so they won't necessarily be in order. And let's get back to, for anybody that needs instructions, I'm going to let y'all do that while I take a quick bio break. I'll be right back. And hopefully we get somebody some grails. Wouldn't that be dope? I would love it if somebody got a grail in here. All right, did we hear the kid cheer anymore? Dang it, forgot the dang wax addy. We'll get it from you, Lugs. We'll get it from you. This is good practice for next week. All right, we're still sitting at Linda. Linda was our last one. I'll give you guys, it's 1:26. I'll give it till 1:30. And if we haven't filled in the 17 slots, if anybody wants to buy extras, they can. But I want to give people a chance. I may never get that 101 Walking Miracle. But would we make them sell it for I'll say this right now. If I pull a 101, if we pull a 101 out of this pack, we'll sell it and we'll donate the money. Absolutely. We will do it. We'll put it up for sale. I guess we couldn't put it in the auction. We just have to do a regular sale. You can't see the donating? What do you mean? The link to donate, Monster Pete? Like you don't know where to go to donate the money? It's the link is right here. We go to Extra Life. So it's in the chat now. It's the extra-life.org/participants/Sully. That's the link. As far as instructions for donating, got right here. You donate $4. If you want 2 slots, $8. Right now, it's a maximum of 2. Well, it's not showing up on. I can look in the behind the scenes here, and I don't see anything. Problem Solved is in for $8 total. That's 2 slots. Now, for Problem Solved and everyone else, just a reminder: make sure that as you donate, you always use the same name every single time. So if you donate on my stream throughout this next until December 31st, if you donate on Karma's stream, if you donate on anywhere within the Nerds Unite community, use that same name every time, because that's going to earn you the chance to win some of the awesome prizes that we're getting from all those awesome 16 different companies now. Companies and individuals. There's another one. Bubba James is in for 2. Thank you, Bubba James. Where are we at? Monster Pete, did you get the information you needed? Because I'm not, I want to make sure you get in if you want to get in. I don't see your name on the list of people who did make donations. But you did it before, right? Yeah, you did it before when we did the same thing a couple weeks ago. Thank you, Boba. Appreciate you. So we still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 slots left. Oh, he donated to Priscilla. Okay. Not sure where you got that link, Monster Pete. Was it 2 $4 increments or 2 $8 increments? Priscilla, we'll count it. We'll count it. Got to make it with Monster Pete and everybody else when we're doing all the things for our different fundraisers. It'll be very specific that you got to donate through their link. So if I'm doing something on my stream, it'll always be my link. If Savage is doing her own giveaways, which she will, it'll be on her stream. If Takuma's doing his, etc., etc. It's okay. We're gonna make it count, Monster Pete. I tell you what I'll do. I'll put you down for all 4 slots on this one. If for some reason somebody else wants in on this one, we'll move 2 of your slots to the next pack, because I did say 2 max. It's all right. This whole thing's always a learning experience. We'll get through it. As long as the money's going to the kids, we're happy. Randy C, it's $4 a slot. We right now have 3 slots left on this first pack. We could make it a couple more if we need to, and we'll move to Monster Pete's, a couple of his to the other pack. But yeah, exactly. Walking Miracle. The problem comes in when I'm doing stuff like that 4-hour window where we're going to have, $8, just 2 slots per for now, Randy. If we can't sell out a pack, I'll definitely open it up more. But I want to make sure people have a chance to get in if they want to get in. So $8 total right now, 2 slots. I did say we'd go to 130 and open it up for more. So technically here we are at 130. I think we'll leave Monster Pete's at the 4 slots that he got. And hopefully some people will come in, and for the second pack, we'll be able to sell that one out as well. Randy ready to drop the hammer again. That's right. He went big last time, and we sure appreciate it. Yeah, thank you, Priscilla, for jumping in. I would not have seen that otherwise, because when I'm looking at donations, I don't know if I can look at the team donations in full or only mine. I can go to the team page and I can see donations here underneath the stream. Can I see a full list, another big list of them somewhere? Doesn't look like I can. I could just see the last 3 under here. There's got to be a way. Oh, that's cool. Yo, Randy C's in for 2 slots. That leaves just 1 more slot. Let me get Randy C in here. One more slot in this one to round it out. If anybody has already purchased and you want to purchase another one, you can. That is now an option for you. I'm going to go to donations received. Looks like Zach Bonifer just jumped in for a couple as well. So let's do this. Let's do Zach Bonifer twice in this one, and I'll move one of Monster Pete's over to the second pack. Okay, so that pack one is capped. Back in the day, didn't you get notifications for any of the Team Nerds Unite donations? Did that change? I must have changed it somewhere because I'm not getting all the texts. I used to get a text every single one. Maybe my thought was turn it off early in the season, but turn it on for Extra Life Weekend. So I'll jump in there and check on it. All right, now it doesn't show. Oh, there we go. Is that Zach Boniface? Yeah. So there's a little delay, but much better than last year. I love it. Okay, let me put wallets in real quick. I know somebody said they left theirs out. Randy C, I'll need your wallet. Please drop that for me so I can make sure to get you in there. Boba James, I'll need your wallet. Per Palm Solved, I'll need your wallet. Linda did it. Thank you, Linda. I tried. Oh, we got another Pedro. Wait, is that you again, Monster Pete? Oh, wow. Okay. Monster Pete, thank you. Thank you. Gotcha. Corey, need your wallet. Red Ranger, you got it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate you. Nadu in for two on the second pack. All right. Nadu. Gotcha. Darth Wacko, follow the instructions. Thank you. Got wacko.dp twice. Okay. And hopefully y'all are, there's Randy I see in the chat. Another thing I should point out is, and I'm going to be a stickler on this year. I'm going to put out a form that you guys will need to fill out if you make any donations at all to be eligible for prizes. And it'll be retroactive. If you've already donated, you'll just have to fill out the form once with all your delivery information and the name you've been donating under. If you don't fill out the form, you're not eligible for any prizes. I'm going to make that very clear with everybody. And I'll say it a lot. Sully, you have our wallets listed at the NFT we would win. Oh, I'll move it. Thank you, the Red Ranger. Yeah, you're right. I will definitely fix it. Lugs. Wait. Lugs, you're Corey, right? I should know that. Sorry. Let me format. Darth Wacko, 2 more. Let's go. For pack 2. That leaves, 9 slots? 10 slots in pack 2. Formats. I want to remove all formatting. And we'll move these over to there. Okay. So per Plum solved. For the kids. Per Plum solved, are you still here? I need yours. And Pedro, Monster Pete, I need your wallet. Got everybody else's. If we can get those two, Per Plum solved and Monster Pete, I can go ahead and get started on the first pack. There it is. I see it. I see it. Smart detection, huh? There we go. monsterp.dp. Perfect. Gotcha. All right. And then I can go ahead and put you in down here as well. Nadu, you're just Nadu. Wait. I don't remember your DP one. I know what your wax is. AEDD. Bubba James once in again on pack 2. I was going to do them separate, but you guys are cranking along. I shouldn't get in the way of that, so let's go for it. Let's make sure I got everybody I'm supposed to have on pack 2. I'm going to refresh over here. I'm looking now, Justin. We're going to shuffle these names, so yes, I see it. $16. Oh, dang. I got Justin in for 4 slots on the second one then. Darth Wacko, I got you the second time. Boba says he's sending another one now. Nadu, I got you for 2. Pedro, I got you how many times? You said you did $16 in total? Yeah, that's 4 slots. Gotcha. Okay. It is Nadu.dp. Okay. Now we're getting close to the end. I only have 2 packs, gang. So if you donate past filling up this pack. Wait, Nadu, did you donate another $8? You did, under a different name. Nadu. Okay, so Nadu got 2 more. We only have 2 more slots left. If you donate after these 2 slots, I can't give you your money back. It was supposed to be Boba James, but we've thrown caution to the wind at this point, I guess. The following instructions thing is such a challenge. Such a challenge. Justin, Nostalgia Corp, I need your wallet. Probably should be your .dp wallet for simplicity's sake. Now, Boba, yeah, I already got Boba in there, so that still leaves 2 slots. That still leaves 2. You didn't do it twice, did you, Boba? No, you did it once. Yeah, I already had him down for those 2 slots. He had 2 in the first pack, 2 in the second pack. I'm pretty sure I got everybody in here. And the 2 that you got that Boba just donated for, I already had his name on the list for the second one. 2 for both packs. Yep, that's what I got you down as, Boba James. Yeah, so you're golden. And Nadu. Well, I learned now that I need to click on the display name tab, so tested to see if it works, so I can just put all bids as Nadu 6 for the weekend. And we'll get it lined out. It's just every time that somebody uses multiple names, it causes me a bit of extra work, so. Ow. I just sat weird. Something didn't sit right. Yikes. Ouch. 2 slots. Okay, Nadu, you want in on 2 more? We can do it. We can do it. All right, so we're capped now. Don't make any additional donations outside of what Nadu's about to donate. No additional donations, or else I can't refund. I can't refund. So you would just be donating because you're a wonderful person, donating to the kids. Justin, I hope never. But is that something that we inevitably all have to deal with? I don't know. Ooh, thank you, Darth Wacko, for the thought. Now, I mean, I do have the funds, but I've already donated like 4 packs, so I don't think I'll do another donation today. But if anybody ends up wanting to make a big donation, you can always buy a pack. Not today. Let's not add it to today. We could do it for villains. We could do another one. Wait, Monster Pete, we capped it. We're done. We don't have any more slots. Dang it. We tried to warn you. I can't do a refund. We're capped. We're done. I'm sorry, Monster Pete. I don't have any more slots to give you, brother. Thank you for the generosity, but I don't have any more slots to give you. For the kids. Okay, good. Oof. I didn't want the expectation there and you be upset when it didn't work out. Okay. All right, good. Thank you, Monster P. That's very sweet of you. Thank you. Okay, let's we're gonna leave the slot numbers as is, 1 through 17, but I'm gonna sort these. There is a randomizer. I appreciate that, Walking Miracle. I really do thank you for that. We're going to randomize the range. Make sure that yeah, that worked. So I'm just going to randomize that, and then I'm going to randomize these. I love that they have that. Oh, Monster Pete still ended up with the 2 back-to-back, and Natty still had 3 all in a row there in the second pack. That's crazy. Okay, it's time to do it, kids. I'm excited. Let me get this set up where we can see everything. We'll put the wallets over here, and then... Oh, this works pretty good. Natty with another $8. Come on now. You guys, I appreciate the generosity. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Way better than last time. But yeah, there's still a bit of a lag, for sure. Okay, we've got 2 packs. We've got pack 11-2, which I'm going to save until 2 p.m. We're going to open the other one that I have first. Let me see if I can. There we go. We're going to open pack 11-11-2 at 11 on the date 11-11 at 2 p.m. I think that's going to bring us some luck. So we'll start with pack 31-71. The slots are laid out. Problem Solved is going to get the first one, and then from there, it's going to be everybody gets the NFT. The only exception is if there's a 101 or a coin, in which case I'll keep it. And if we pull the 101, I'll hold true to my word. We'll sell it and we'll donate the money to charity. Oh, the burning pack. Thank you. Woo! Red Ranger saved our collective. All right, burning pack. Good luck. The kids, the money is already there for the kids. We're moving up the donation total at the top. It doesn't show yet, but it will. We are at... What's that bring me to? $414. Burning pack has been rubbed. Here we go. Hopefully the audio comes through in 3. Hold on. I can double check the audio. Oh, that fixes that. And then let's make sure that that is set to go to browser. It is. Okay, here we go. Hopefully it's not too loud. I don't want to blast anybody's ears. Let me double check. Should be good. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Thundercats! 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 Oh! For you guys, for the kids, let's pull all grails. You can see the total. Oh, over there you can. Beautiful. Yeah, you're right. Over there. That's got to catch up. Hopefully it catches up during the stream. All right, first slot. Unless it's a 101 or a coin, going to Problem Solved, we have an uncommon Row Bear Bill, mint 4430. Next up for Red Ranger, you're getting slot 2. An uncommon Panthro. Number 1005. Ooh, I like that one. Next up, Darth Wacko getting slot 3. A common Panthro. Number 686. All right, Boba James, first slot coming up here now. Slot 4 in our first pack. Oh, an epic Lion-O. Man, you may have just gotten your money back. Those epics are going for a pretty penny. All right, Corey L. Corey L is up next. Here you go. Another epic. Oh, and it's the Panthro, which I think may be one of the big ones for sure. Epic Panthro. Let's go. This is a great one to start off. All right, 2 epics already there. Next up, Randy C, slot 6. Here we go. Oh, we didn't keep the epic run going. 2298. All right, next up, Problem Solved. Problem Solved. Common Wiley. The same thing as the last one. 7993. All right, next up, we got Monster Pete's first slot. Monster Pete's first slot. Slot 8, pack 1. Here we go. A rare. Not bad, not bad. Rare Row Bear Bill. Number 3959. All right, next up. Lucky 13 in both packs. That's got to mean something. Oh, all right, Darth Wacko. You're already looking ahead there. I didn't even see that. Linder 77's getting slot 9. Here we go. Oh, keep hoping for that extra glow of light coming from the sides when it turns. 1094. All right, Randy C's second slot of pack 1. Oh, you're right. Luckily, that's why I put the mint numbers too, just to be safe. But that was slot 9 for Linder. Wiley Kit 1094. All right, next one for Randy C. Common Slide. I never got a verification on the pronunciation. 6057. Oh wait, they're two different ones? There's Wiley Cat and Wiley Kit? Oh. Wait, 6 is cat. I didn't realize that. Got it. Okay. Boba James, slot 11. He got an epic his first time around. Will it be even better this time? Slot 11 was not. Uncommon Myra 5678. Okay. Next up, Zach Bonifer in slot 12, pack 1. Here we go. Oh, I thought that was an epic for a second. Another rare Roe Bear Bill. Another rare bear bill. 1458. All right. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 slots left. Why is this raw advertisement staying? Okay, there we go. Darth Wacko. This is his second. He first pulled a common Panther at number 686. It's time for a legendary or a grail for Darth Wacko. Hey, a third epic. Let's go. Yes. Well, this pack is almost paid for itself. I mean, it has. I paid $30 for it when I first got it. And that's $30 worth of value, I think, right there. So excellent. Excellent. Zach Bonifer, slot 14 is for you. That's Jungle Bry's favorite number. Let's see if we got that legendary or we got that grail. Extra little rub on the pack. A fourth epic. Let's go. Epic Lion. That's our second Epic Lino, number 75. It's even a fun mint number for Zach Bonifer. Wow. That should say epic. What a horrible typo. Nobody call that out. Don't say that out loud. And we got more than $30 that we definitely did. Isn't that amazing, Walking Miracle? Love it. All right, Coriel, your second slot in pack 1. Slot 15. Here we go. Oh, man. This pack. Common Pumira, 7835. We still have 2 slots. This could really be a great pack if we got the legendary. I'm happy with 4 epics, but we could take it up a notch. Monster Pedro got the last 2 slots in this one. Here we go. Slot 16 for Pedro. Uncommon Slide. Number 1435. All right, we got the last slot. We got the last slot for Pete, Monster Pedro. Here we go. Slot 17, unless there's a bonus. It could be the last thing in this pack. Common Panthro. No legendaries or grails, but I think that other pack is going to be where it's at. 2912. Okay. I want to kill the 10 minutes and then open that pack right at 2. So let's buy a little time. We've already got all of our donations in. We're not going to open the second pack yet. We're going to hold that. We're going to open it at 2. So we're opening pack 11-11-2 on the 11th day of the 11th month at 2 p.m. The series coins here are like 6 cents. Well, yeah, once they didn't have value in any no utility, then, you know, boo. Boo it is. All right, pack 11-11-12 will open in 9 minutes. Oh, wait here. Give me a timer for 8 minutes. Let's see. I'll wait and do an update on those on Twitter after. I was driving the market. Boba James, you really were, and you got in it at exactly the right time, the way he did it. He was buying up those coins right before Drop Arcade started, and then watched those things jump to the roof which was really well done. Really smart play on your part. And you told me we were doing it. I was like, I could do the same. I did not buy a bunch of coins like you did. I should have. Darth Wyko says, time to back on my coin hunt now, I guess. I was collecting every series coin until Arcade exploded their value. Yeah, now's the time to get back in. And honestly, like, if you buy them all, if you buy everything you want to, and then nobody's still doing anything on the blockchain, you still have a collection. The only thing I could see that could potentially happen is that the drop website is taken down and our access to our drop exclusive NFTs becomes uncertain. Yeah, no, I'm totally with you, Darth Wyko. I'm trying to articulate the thought. The Wax blockchain is going to be around for a while, and so even if I only got all those projects still and I had to transfer them over, that'd be dope. That'd be awesome. I hope they find a way, if they decide to take down the drop website. I hope they find a way to let us keep everything. Because again, if you look, the top stuff, and you guys knows Pop and Stock even switched this month. He's given away Topps NFTs. I think I saw. I haven't participated in the last few days. He's given away Topps NFTs instead of Funko NFTs, which is awesome. That would suck, Darth Wyko. That would suck. They've got to find a way. I can't imagine what the cost of operating the drop website per month is. Couple $3,000, $5,000 maybe. I don't know. There's no that I can think of. There's nothing they need to do anything each month except for host and storage. And the storage, because the NFTs are on the blockchain, is really not storage. It's really just code that accesses the NFT that's on the Wax blockchain, even for the exclusives. They still technically reside on the Wax blockchain. They are merely shown through a filter that can only be seen on the drop website. So I guess in a way, even if they did away with the drop website, if they gave us the ability to own our wallet directly, we would still own those NFTs. Storage is cheap. It's the ability to serve traffic that costs money. And the traffic would be much lower, I would imagine. I doubt that they have like a fluctuating cost on traffic. Like if it's a low month, they pay less, and if it's a higher month, they pay more. They probably pay for the maximum amount of throughput of traffic that they would see in a month, every month. I could be wrong. But they've got to make some decisions on that. And I we've talked about it before. I don't think that they're going to be able to just make the decision to make Harry Potter or Star Wars not a drop exclusive all of a sudden. Because again, it goes back to, I think those companies were adamantly against it from the beginning. They need an all-you-can-eat data plan. If only it worked like that for companies. Traffic is going to bottom out soon, so I guess we'll see. I mean, we assume it is, right? Again, it's like sports cards, right? Sports cards for a long time, nobody cared that much. You could still buy a Michael Jordan rookie card 10, 15 years ago for $1,000, right? Under $1,000. Now that we're getting into the millions, everything has just through the roof. NFTs could be in the spokes of the proverbial bike for the next 5 years and then take off. But like I told you guys the story too about eTops. It was 20 years later. I still have not received my shipment of eTops cards. I'm excited to get them in when they finally arrive. Nadu said, could they integrate it into the Funko site so you just move it and link your Funko account to it? Would that cost less than separate sites? I doubt it, because they'd have to do all the coding to integrate it. It would cost a lot to write all that code to make that work. They're not going to spend money on writing new code if drop is done. What they would have to do is figure out the legal implications of what if we just shut it down tomorrow? Would fans have recourse? How upset would they be? Could we give them something to offset how upset they would be? Do we just say we can't afford to do it, we don't care, deal with it? Wouldn't be a good move. Wouldn't be a good look. But as a company, you know, if things are tough, they got to make decisions. Oh, perfect time to make an announcement. So we have 4 minutes, 3 minutes. Whatnot just came up in the chat. I got a surprise for you guys first. I haven't told anybody else yet. Having conversations with Funko, I reached out and asked for something else, and they said yes. Tomorrow night, Wednesday, starting at 6 p.m. Pacific, and Thursday night on Whatnot, starting at 5 p.m. Pacific, I'm going to be selling Stranger Things pops and other items from my collection. I'm going to break it up into 2 nights. But I am also going to be doing some special giveaways brought to you directly by Funko. And here is the little graphic. Where is it? Boom. Stranger Things, I'm going to be giving away 3 on each night, tomorrow and Thursday, 3 Pop Yourself codes. If you get the code, if you win and you get the code, you get to go online, pick your pop and accessories and free shipping from Funko of Pop Yourself of you right to you. You get to pop yourself online. So 3 codes will be given out tomorrow night. 3 codes will be given out on Thursday. Haven't decided exactly how I'm going to do it. I may do 2 codes as giveaways during, and 1 code that'll go to only someone who's purchased during the stream. So there you go. Takuma, right? I mean, I figured they've been generous. They've been nice. I don't want to overextend, but I saw they were doing some work with some other influencers, and I thought, I'll shoot my shot. I shot my shot, and they said, sure, here's some codes. Here you go. So very kind of them. Very kind of them. I'm excited about that. I will announce that on other channels later, but I wanted to give you guys the opportunity to know this first. Make sure you go follow my Whatnot link, which is up there in the chat right now, or !Whatnot in the chat right now, and go on over to Whatnot and bookmark the show tomorrow and bookmark the show for Thursday. That way you'll get a push notification when I go live and you won't miss out. You don't have to, there will be a chance to win even if you buy nothing. There will be a chance. So be sure you go and bookmark those and have a chance to win tomorrow night. My and Natasha's 2-pack costs over $175. Whoa, really? Wow. Okay, we're about to open the other pack. Let's get over here. It's almost 2. Bring it up on screen. I'm gonna rub the magic pack. We've got our lineup ready to go. Darth Wacko is slot 1. There's my alarm. Darth Wacko is slot 1. I'm gonna open it at 2. As soon as I see it go to 2, we're gonna open this pack. Best of luck to everybody. Thank you for your donations, for supporting the kids. I appreciate you all. You're awesome people. We're gonna open 11-11-2 on 11-11 at 2 p.m. We've got the luck of the 11 on Veterans Day. Thank you to all who served. Yeah, exactly. All the bells and whistles. Here we go. I feel like it's just about counting down. Here we go. We're opening the pack. Best of luck, everybody. Slot 1, Darth Wacko, unless it's a 1-1. Could this be the 1-of-1 we've all been waiting for? I think they've already been pulled already, but whatever. Here we go. Thundercats. Oh! First one out of the gate is an epic for Darth Wacko. Did he get 2? Did he get 2? He did. He got 2 epics. Epic Panther. I think this is the one that's worth like $1. I don't remember which one it was. Epic Panthero, 687. That's a great start. All right, Nadu 6 up next. Slot 2 for Nadu 6. A common, but he's got several. He's got several chances. We want to see that Grail. Like, let's get 3 legendaries and a Grail in this pack. What do you say? Next one up for Nadu 6. His second slot, Common Lion-O. Number 1538. All right. Slot 4, Boba James. Another common, Mumra. 3712. Oh, 3 Grails and a legendary? Okay, 3 Grails and a legendary. All right, sounds good. Nostalgia Corp, slot 5. That would be my choice. Slot 5 for Justin. Oh, man, come on. Where's the flash of light? Uncommon Mumra. 6072. Wait a minute. Was the last one? First of all, that's not where that goes. 6072. Was the last one uncommon or common? It was common. Okay. God, I love that animation. All right, next one. Another Nostalgia Corp slot. Slot 6. This next one is for you, sir. Where are you, shiny light? Common Wily Cat. Now I know there's a cat in a kit. 1211. Slot 7 for Boba James. Lucky 7. Here we go for Boba James. Hey, what's up, Seth the Jedi? Common Lion-O again. Common Lion-O. 5301. All right, slot 8 for Monster Pete. Here we go. Pedro, for you. Another common. Number 3809. All right, next one up, another Nadu slot. Slot 9 for Nadu. Here we go. Common Panthro. Come on, pack. Did anybody tell you what you're supposed to be doing here? 2909. All right, slot 10 for Nostalgia Corp for Justin. Here we go. His third one in this pack. Another epic. Wow, 6 epics across the 2 packs. That's almost a royalty set. 2191. All right, Monster Pete. Slot 11 in the 11-11 2-pack on 11-11. Walking Miracle already called it. It's got to be in slot 11, surely. For Pedro, who's been very, very generous. Here we go, slot 11. Come on. Come on. Come on. For Pedro and for the kids. A rare Panthro. That was a lot of build up for not the payoff we were looking for. Rare Panthro 3107. All right. Monster Pete, still got another chance. Maybe this was just late. This one was late getting there. It could have been slot 11, but it just showed up a little late. Slot 12, the next one for Monster Pete. I tried. I tried with everything in my soul. 6625. Okay. Next up for Darth Wacko, slot 13. He thinks slot 13 was lucky. The first slot 13, he got an epic. Could it happen again in this slot 13? Here's his card. Uncommon lineup pack. Pack, we need to have a chat. Maybe it's the music. We need different music. Hold on, we need some more hyped music. This is too not it. Let's get back to like the opening. Yeah, let's get the energy. Let's get the energy. Kind of goes with the Lion-O card there. Rub the pack more. Try harder, rub harder. 4 slots, 2 epics, 1 happy wacko. Nostalgia Corp, here you go. This one's slot 14. This next one is for you. This is the one we've been waiting for. It's not the one we've been waiting for. I was not waiting for this one. Common Wiley Hit 4961. 3 slots left, and somehow, even with the randomizer, they end up all Nadu. These are all Nadu, these last 3 slots, and then maybe that 101. Maybe that 101. All right, Nadu 6, slot 15. A rare Robert Bill. 2495. All right, 2 more slots. Guys, this is 2 more slots in this pack. That's my last Thundercats pack. And then the only pack I have left that to open for something for a snapshot is Disney Villains. We're at the end of an era. I'm getting a little emotional. It's the end of an era. When we open that last pack, we're gonna have to do it on stream. Nadu, slot 16. God, where is it? Uncommon Mumra 4065. Pour a little out. Exactly, Red Ranger. I'm missing the Grail and I would be set complete. Well, last slot luck in the next to last pack that we may ever crack from the Funko NFTs. Right, Walking Miracle? I 100% agree. You can't take that away from us. We had some fun. Here we go. For Nadu 6, slot 17. I don't want the last card. I hope the last card of the last pack is a 101. I don't even know if there's any left in there in the Disney Villains. 2910. I mean, technically, I can open more packs that won't be for snapshots, and I would still love a 101. But no Grail and no Legendary, but we did pull 6 epics with an average value of about $10. Got our money back on what we would cost to buy the packs, and in the process, we raised 17 times 4 times 2. So that's a calculator. That's what that is. 17 times 4 slots at dollars times 2. We raised another $136 for the kids, thanks to y'all's generosity, bringing my total up to $422. And it still is not set up here. Even though that should refresh, do I need to do something to make that refresh? This is part of the test. Still exciting for the pot. I'm glad y'all feel that way, and thank you, Linder, and everybody else who donated. I do appreciate it. Let me check the properties on refresh browser when scene becomes active. So if I bounce out, oh, that was the team. Let me do refresh my total. Properties, refresh browser when scene becomes active. There he goes. So now when I'll need to tell the team about this. But wait, that says 414 and that says 422. Why the disconnect? So when I go between, it should automatically refresh those. I think that's what that's saying. Why does that say 414 and this says 422? The math ain't mathin'. That is interesting. I don't know why that would be the case. But our team total, we're now at 3,800 and change. I can't freaking read that. Does it ever show our team total? No, it doesn't show it on the individual thing down here. 3866. 3866, which is rounded up. That says 3865, 67, I believe. On our way to $4,000, which is a sixth, little under a sixth of what our total. I think we could do it. I think we could do $25,000 by the time all is said and done. 8 went to Valor and Vellum. Yeah, but that would be, so that would show up on hers and then show up to the team. But mine here and there should math. They should be the same. You want to open dead packs? Maybe pull that 101, have Power Rangers Series 2 2025 April Fools. Do those even have 101s left? I think that'd be fun at some point. I'm not going to do it today, but I think at some point that would be fun. I mean, imagine if we pulled that 101. I mean, I got the extra money. It's definitely some things I want to buy that I kept the USDC for. I would like to get complete at some point. And pull at least 101. Has the physical... Yes, we did that at the beginning, Justin, but I'll do a quick recap. I'm glad you brought that up. I'll do a quick recap. So, don't forget to get your free NFT for today. It is, somebody pointed out at the beginning, themed after Predator. Predator Badlands opened this past weekend, and I didn't get to see it yet because I was busy. But super, super excited. Well, what are you doing, Bubba? You're not sending me something, are you? You don't need to do that, sir. I don't have time to open it today, but maybe for a future stream, that could be a lot of fun. Darth Wacko, no such thing as a dead pack. I'll take them all still. What's dead may never die. I like having unopened pack. I like having unopened packs. Darth, Boba James, you're so sweet. Thank you, man. That'd be fun. Some of those packs still have pretty good value. And we should do the investigation to see... Nope. We should do some investigation to see... which ones still have one-of-ones. Maybe you already did, and that's why you were talking about those, Boba James. But it could be a lot of fun to buy them if they get cheaper and cheaper and try to pull a 101. I would still love to do it. Oh, hi, sweet girl. You came in even though I said not to. But she came in all sweet, put her head on my leg. She's so needy. Wake up in the morning and she just upside down, like, bathe me in your love. Recap of what we opened earlier. We started with Rocky Moto. We got I'll have to look up the name again because I've already forgotten. But we got the first proto of a Slur Prize signed by Funmaker Mike. Just says fun, Mike. We got this one is my favorite. I'm definitely gonna try to win my own thing. We got Godzilla. got his ramen. Godzilla with a giant bowl of ramen. And on the bottom, I think we have a Godzilla sketch that is clearly Mike Becker. That's really, really cool. We got this guy. I don't even know what this is. Anybody know what this is from Godzilla? So cool. Having his little bowl of ramen. He's sitting. It's a slur prize. And that one, both of them have to flip for the autograph. I need to practice that. It says, "Have fun." Signed, Mike Becker. So freaking awesome. I love these. I can't wait to photograph them and get the auctions. Then, and I'm not going to take it out of the package again, but it's a beautiful figure for multiple reasons. I'm so excited about this. This is the Mechagodzilla Chomp from Abominable Toys, and it is a New York Comic-Con exclusive, and it's a project they worked on with Tom Whalen, one of my favorite artists, and just a super sweet guy. Tom Whalen, he's donated to our Extra Life a couple of times directly, but his art, I just absolutely love his illustration style art. Ramen Godzilla is the plot for Godzilla Minus Zero movie. Oh, is that outside our house? Is that what you came to tell me? This is a beautiful figure, but look at it compared to the size of a pop. Look at that. Very big. That's like 4, maybe 8 pops. The size of 8 pops put together. From Priscilla, we got raw pen protos. There's plated. That's a purple plating. This was a Crunchyroll themed colors. We got a gold. Some of these will be auctions, some will be prizes. We got I think this is an AP out of 100 or 50 of the You're Cool, You're Hot pen set. We got an AP of the nude, so more ramen AP. That's definitely a theme. We got not 1 but 2 of the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive in both color variants of the Sune sitting figure. Right, Walking Miracle? It's so cool. We got a batch of stickers. I think there were 6 or 7 really, really cool Priscilla exclusive stickers in there. And not 1 but 2 blind bag figures in the clear with the lightning bolt gold foil inside that I really think with the right lighting are just going to be amazing in any collection. I think those would be so fun to have the light and have these spin around. I'm going to see if I can get a video of them to show off, because I think that just really makes the piece that much cooler. And then from Butts on Things, I'll run through quickly. We got this, I guess this is just a keychain, but it's like a little lanyard keychain with the peach butts. San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. Minecraft inspired pin. New York Comic-Con exclusive Dunkin' Donuts inspired pin. New York Comic-Con exclusive Derpy and pot, both with butts. New York Comic-Con last year of the bagel paper milk jug gum 4-pack. Emerald City Comic-Con with the logo, mushroom, Bigfoot, and frog. The magnet set, which I freaking love, of the donut and the coffee. I love all this. And then the Labubu double-sided keychain. Very highly sought after at San Diego Comic-Con. So all of that from our first 4 companies and people to send in stuff. As well as we already know we're getting 2 gift cards digitally delivered by $7 a pop, 2 $50 gift cards. And what was we already got the NFT from, let's see, where's my list? Monster Pete, send over the Freddy as Hawkeye pop. So I'll get that delivered to me. I've already filled out the form for it. once it arrives, I'll ship it to the winner. So they'll have to wait a little while for delivery, but I'll get it out to the winner. And we've got some stuff left from last year. So we've already got all that. We also still have Display Geek to figure out prizes for. Evil's Toy Lair sending us stuff. Funko Photo Lady sent me a box. I don't know what's in it. Fugitive Toys is sending something. Hand Over the Hero is sending something. Rocky, well, we already did that one. Turtle Beach is sending a box, and U2's is sending a box. So we still have all that stuff to count on. So it's going to be another great year of prizes. And who knows? I might hear from other companies. Oh, and Funko. Funko's sending some stuff, including maybe 10 New York Comic-Con exclusives, they said. So I'm excited about that. Speaking of another fun story, I'm at the event, Extra Life Unlocked, over the weekend. And on Saturday night, we had a dinner. And they were telling us about the plans for the rebranding and all that stuff. And already, I had seen a couple of people with pops. Different random pops. And then I noticed more appearing in the room. And I looked over, and one lady had a Golden Girls pop. And I'm like, where the hell are these pops coming from? Somebody just made a donation. Where the hell are these pops coming from? And I look out in the lobby, and there's this huge stack of pops. By the time I took a photo, it had already been picked over pretty good. But I thought, well, this is for the kids. I'm not about to go run out there and grab any pops. This is for the kids that are here. This is like an hour after they started putting these out. There's a big stack of pops. That's against one wall. There's another big stack of pops. I don't know Funko, nobody said Funko sent them, so I don't know where they came from. But they told us, hey, if you're headed out, be sure you grab a pop on your way out. We don't want everybody to... I was like, what? This is for us too? So wouldn't you know, I'm like, there's not going to be anything out there. I went, She-Ra Shadow Weaver for 40 years of She-Ra. I have not seen that sticker before. I thought that was really cool. So I'm still not sure who donated these. And because I know that she signs a lot and people will want this pop, Kara Kent from Smallville. I believe that's Laura Vandervoot's character. Any word on the possible merch shop? Yes, Walking Miracle. I can enable that at any time. What I wanted to do is get the stuff in to show you guys, and I thought it would be here today. As a matter of fact, let me check real quick here. Hold on, I have to think. That's Shopify. No, that's Printful. Let me see if they said it's already been delivered, because I'd be willing to run down to the mailbox and grab it and come back and show if that's the case. Let me make sure. Let's see, 15% off. Set a sale of at least 15% off holiday season collection products. Oh, I missed that part before. Holiday season collection products. I'll have to see what qualifies. And get 15% off the production price. Let me see if I click run a sale. Does it show me all the products? Hoodie, throw blanket, ornament, hardcover notebook, wrapping paper, another blanket, a knitted cardigan, acrylic ornaments, knitted beanie. That definitely could be on there. A knitted V-neck vest. Scented candle. Metal Christmas ornament. There is a t-shirt. I'll be sure to put the t-shirt in there. And a sweatshirt that I believe is one of the ones I like. So there are a couple options. Now, I think we can make it work. I think I can add, because once I have the logo created, it does take a while to create each product, but to get the 15% off and still be able to make a good donation to charity, we should do it. So I'm still like, where's my orders? I'm glad you remembered that. Thank you for asking. Fulfilled, it says. But do I get tracking? Tracking. As of yesterday, processed through the USPS sort facility. Doesn't say in transit. That's interesting. DHL got it, then sent it over to USPS yesterday. I would imagine I'll have it today. Yeah, for sure, Walking Miracle. Yeah, absolutely. A Sully? No, it's not a Sully scented candle. Ugh. Sorry, no one would enjoy that. Yeah, so I don't have them yet, but I wanted to be able to show them off to you guys so you could order. Even if you order now, I think it's real unlikely, unless you paid rush fees, you'd have it in time for our Extra Life weekend. But still. Oh, Justin, that's a good point. It probably does not. It probably does not. Let's see. Veterans, I imagine it's not. So probably tomorrow I'll get it. Dang it, of course, that's the way it goes. But we need to celebrate, so I get it. Veterans Day, USPS. Yeah, USPS is closed. So wouldn't get it today no matter what. I'm glad you said that. Glad you thought of that. It's a federal holiday. So hopefully I'll get it tomorrow. Maybe I have bad luck. Every pack for the NFTs, I'm only going for bid or bot for the kids. I forgot my glasses. Well, I'm glad you donated, Monster Pain. I'm sorry the luck wasn't great, but we appreciate the donation. It's the thought, absolutely. And that stuff comes back to you. If you believe like I believe, what you put out there in the world to do generosity for others comes back to you in some form. So while you may not be able to quantify what it is exactly that you get back from doing that, something good's going to happen for you. Maybe it wasn't the NFT you wanted, but it'd be something else. So it's appreciated. I think that's it. We're not going to get to play any Fortnite today, but maybe, who knows, I'll get to play Friday. My birthday is this weekend, is Saturday, and I'm going to celebrate with you guys on Friday, my last day in this decade. And then Saturday, Macy has a performance we're going to go to, and then Kelly is taking me to the Kraken game. We're going to go see the Kraken play, which is exciting. Love going to the games. And then who knows what else? I don't know what else. Yeah, birthday stream on Friday. So, I mean, of course, I would love for you guys to subscribe to the channel, but I'm going to ask that my birthday, if anybody wants to do anything for my birthday, make it a donation for the kids. Let's pay the money forward to the kids. It's perfect timing that we're doing this, that this happens every year, because I would rather ask for something for them. I've been pretty blessed. All right, any other questions, thoughts, concerns? Walking Miracle, I'm going to make a note of that. Where's my to-do list? Here's my to-do list. 15% off deal. Next priority for me is going to be the stickers. Oh, that's a white marker. That's not going to work. Yep, that's our yard they're in. Kelly and I were just talking about that this morning. I would totally do our yard, but it came with the rental that they do the yard service, so let them do it. 15% off. NU merch. Okay. Yeah, I should have had the stickers going already. Something in me has been apprehensive about making the boarding pass style stickers, so let me put that out to the community right now. Would you rather have a traditional standalone logo of our Nerdy Night logo from this year, or would you rather have boarding passes? For both kinds, I can do variants. So I could do a boarding pass standard, I could do a boarding pass glow in the dark, I could do a boarding pass chrome or holographic. It'll be the whole pass. Well, it'll just be the sticker part, which is, because the whole thing's a sticker technically. Do you guys have a preference? If we go boarding passes, they'll be slightly more expensive because that's a kiss cut and rounded corners, which you pay for. Or would you rather have just the logo? Rather just the logo, Walking Miracle. Anybody else? Magnets are still possible. Yeah, magnets are still possible. I've got that on my list. Walking Miracle, thank you. Anybody else? Now's the time to let me know. Because for some reason I've been apprehensive to move forward. Something in my gut said maybe not the boarding passes this time. Maybe just the logos. And I'm hoping that my gut was telling me the right thing. I'll wait and give you guys a second to chime in. Yard workers are done for the year, waiting to start snow duty. Wait, do they have services for you guys that come out to clear your driveways and stuff on a regular basis? Or do you have to call them each time you need that, or what? Just the logo is what you're saying, Nadu? Lug says just the logo. Okay. I mean, that's enough feedback for me to get back to it regular style. So I'll try to do a regular, I'll try to do a glow, I'll try to do a holographic, and I'll look at a fourth option. The company that did the blacklight ones last year screwed us. So I'm not going back to them. They did those stupid squares when I paid for die cut. You can, Chuck. That's interesting. Nadu, that might have made sense. Valorant Vellum says, sorry, I came in at half end of this thought. Is this for Extra Life? So, no, yeah, I'm talking about for Extra Life stickers for our team. Oh, good. Okay, good to know, Priscilla. I was hoping that was the case. I mean, they do great work. Yeah, so I was debating 4 Extra Life for the stickers that we sell to help cover the shipping costs, and then the remainder goes to a donation for Extra Life. Should we do Extra Life boarding passes, or should we do Extra Life just the logo? And so far, it's an overwhelming just the logo. Yeah, that's a good point, Priscilla. I think just the logo will have better profit margins. Because if I do these, it's got the kiss cut and the rounded corners, and that costs more. I'm in for the stickers, magnets, etc. I bought everything. Nice. Okay, so logos and magnet. So I'm gonna put stickers and magnet. Okay, so what I'll do then is I'll get that art pulled together, and then Friday on stream we'll start the pre-orders. I'll run those through a week-ish. The pre-orders. Maybe I'll run them all the way through our Extra Light. No, I want to finish it before the weekends. Ah, Pure Buttons sometimes has good deals for die cut magnets if you hit the timing right. Pure Button. Maybe I'll try to get the sticker pre-order going before Friday, and we'll just talk about it on Friday. Yeah, I've asked in the past, Priscilla, and a couple have been willing to knock a couple bucks off at least, so doesn't hurt to ask, right? I think I'll definitely do that. Okay, did we cover everything I wanted to cover today? I think we did, other than playing some Fortnite, but I would like to just play, and I could, but I got so much work to do. I've got to get to work for Extra Life and other stuff. Wait, what did I go? Oh, I wanted to look at the lineup. Extra Life unboxings and updates we did. Thundercats, Funko NFTs we did. A free NFT for everyone. Don't forget to sign up for your free NFT. Please copy and paste your wax address. I still keep getting people that are typing it wrong, and it costs me extra time. And honestly, if you type it wrong, you just don't get the NFT. Why not run it through the weekend? We're not getting them in hand before anyway. I guess that makes sense. The only thing is I will avoid talking about it during the big 4-hour window on Twitch front page. It's too confusing to bring a whole new audience in for that. But we could talk about it the rest of the weekend for sure. And then if we do that, that means I could place the order. We'd have them in December. We'd still have them in December. I could make sure to have them by mid-December so I can get them mailed out before, like, I go visit in Texas and stuff. Because I want to get it wrapped up. Whoa! Nice, Monster Pete. You got my Nerd Unite Haunted Mansion inspired. You got number 4. That's dope. Yeah, that's true. I can tell the rest of the team as well, Walking Miracle. That's a good point. The team's all excited. Everybody's getting ready and setting up their streams. And oh, that was okay. I do have a few minutes, so I had a couple ideas. Let me go to my spreadsheet. I want to see what you guys think about this and if you have any input, because you guys come up with some good stuff. So the 4-hour or the 8-hour stream I'm doing on Friday the 21st. I want to do some fun stuff, especially while we're being featured on the front page of Twitch, to make sure that we are getting people a chance to donate and a reason to donate. Because for a lot of people that are going to be coming through, they're maybe not familiar with Extra Life. They're going to have questions. Maybe they're not familiar with me at all. Chances are they won't be. Want to have something visual behind me and on stream somewhere to get them to donate at least a few bucks for a chance to win something. So I'm waiting on the Turtle Beach stuff to arrive. When it does, I'm going to pull out an item, maybe a nice set of headphones or a controller, assuming that's what they send me. If not, we'll figure something else out. But I don't want to do a pop or a designer toy, because for most of those people, it's not going to be anything that they don't know anything about, right? So I'll run a deal. I'm thinking, let's say it's the controller. If we can raise $500 during the stream, I will definitely give away the controller during that time. You would only have to donate $2. And that would be an entry. Donate $4, 2 entries, $6, 3 entry, etc., etc. Make it all in one donation. Happens during that time frame. Same for you guys. If you want to participate, you can. That will still count towards your total, but we won't be confusing a lot of people with that during that window. We reach the $500. That giveaway happens at 7:30 p.m. because I finished at 8. No matter what. And then we do that. But then also, and I want thoughts on that if you think that's a bad idea, or what that number, if it should be more than $500 or whatever you think. I think getting 250 people to donate $2, some will donate more, of course, is fair. I think we could do that. And I think it's a good way to use a prize. The other thing I'm thinking is a mega box game. Not like we normally play the box game. But I want to get a bunch of boxes and put them up behind me. And some would have some really good prizes. Like maybe from Funko, some of those New York Comic Con exclusive pops or whatever they send. Some of the others would have a smaller item like sticker or a drop code or something like that. Not every box is a winner, but a lot of them will be. And anybody who donates $10 gets a box. With several of the boxes containing pops that are worth easily way more than $10. I'll show all the prizes. I'll have a photo of everything. We'll show them as we open them. It'll all be legit, of course. So if they donate $10, they get to pick a number. We open a box, and they get what's inside. Okay, I got to make sure most of the stuff that's prizes fits in envelopes, so I'm only paying the 70 cents to deliver it, and then it makes sense, right? 70 cents for $10, good exchange. I can't have send a pop in every box, because that's going to cost $9 in shipping, and then that defeats the point, right? We don't want to do that. So I would have like 4 or 5 prizes. If we sold 50 boxes at $10, that's $500, and then we spent 50 on shipping. That's a good return. That's a good thing. What do you guys think? Do you think a mega box game like that makes sense? I could have them up behind me in a big wall. We could start that in the middle of that big event time. I'm looking. Yeah, thank you, Allie. If you guys have any other ideas, what could make it better? What kind of prizes could we insert in there? Like that would be easier to distribute. Fitting in an envelope's the only way to send out physical stuff cheap. If we had something digital to send, that would be cool. Like, I guess I could reach out to some companies that could give me, like, back in the day, G Fuel used to give me codes to give away. If it's mega, the boxes have to be huge, big enough for Chuck to jump out of. No. Stickers and gift codes would be easiest. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that was my first thought. If you guys think of anything else, I have until next Friday to pull it together. The one thing, ironically, I don't have now is a bunch of the sorter boxes from Funko. I've used almost all those. Oh, nice, Boba James. I can reach out to I reached out last year and they didn't respond. I don't think technically I'm a partner anymore because I haven't done anything with them in so long, but I could reach out and see. I know they've just rebranded and they're doing some new stuff, so maybe they'd be interested. Maybe we could gather up some artists or companies, put together a bunch of gift codes, and then give those out. Telling them it'll be on the front page of Twitch might help. True. I mean, it's a lot. There's a lot more legwork involved, but I'm willing to put in the time. That's a good idea. Where is it? Mega box game, 50 plus boxes where some contain prizes. $10 donation gets a box that might contain a prize. For my notes, reach out for prizes / codes from partners and let them know about the front page. Feature. Yeah, what G Fuel seems like a good one. I'm sure there's some others I can hit up. Can you reach out to me for NFT Hawkeye for a shipping fee? Oh, well, so Monster Pete, what we do, we've got that covered. What we do is I'm going to pre-sell stickers. I'll start on Friday with that. And the money we make off the stickers, everybody in the community has kind of learned this over the years or will learn it. We take the money from the stickers to pay for the shipping. And then whatever is left, the excess from the stickers, we donate that. And it's worked really, really well. Now, if you want to toss in some money for shipping, you certainly can. But I think just you're making donations to the links, that is great. That's going to help tremendously. Natty said, what about gift codes from different places? Amazon, Target, Fortnite, that could help with shipping. I mean, yeah, that's great, Nadu, but that means I don't know how I'm going to get those from an Amazon or a Target or a Fortnite. If we just had a bunch of money to go buy it with, okay. But where does that money come from? What I'm thinking is stuff that like I already have or that I can get from people who are partners who would send us something so that we don't have to spend the money out of pocket except for like 70 cents shipping and an envelope. That's easy. Like I have this wonderful Butts on Things Priscilla sticker sheets. Those could be some decent prizes to put in some of them. I've got my sticker sheets. Those could be fun to put in some of them. Yeah, exactly. Like the idea is solid, Natty, but what we're trying to do is get prizes that we can get free or super cheap that we could give away. Like what could be in there? Stickers are great. Gift codes are great. If we get cards, like baseball card size stuff, Pokemon cards, individual Pokemon cards, those would work. I could put those in an envelope with the right padding to make sure they get to somebody in good condition. So if somebody had some Pokemon cards, I have packs. I have some packs, but none of these in here are super sought after. That's what I'm saying, said Priscilla. It'd be way easier for me to just reach out to my friends, gather up codes, and then Sully doesn't have to spend as much time during the stream and after the stream for prize fulfillment. Mods can just whisper codes on the fly. The only thing I would want to steer clear, I love that idea, by the way. Comics are too big, unfortunately. I'm talking envelopes, 70-cent stamp envelopes. To go to comics, you got to go to a big thing. It's got to be, you've got to put the hard on something on cardboard on either side of them. The shipping easily jumps to $7 right away. And then we're only netting a $3 donation. So it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. The only thing I would want to steer clear of with codes is I don't want to give away, because I always thought this was so cheap that some other company I work for did this. I don't want to mention their name right now. Let's give away here's 25% off my shop. That's basically like, I'm going to give you a discount, but you're still going to have to give me money. That's your prize. I don't really want to do that. I find that kind of low budget. No, you're fine, Takuma. It's all good. Trying to figure out prizes we can fit in an envelope that we can easily mail out for 70 cents so that we could play, I'm going to call it a mega box game. I'm going to have like 50 boxes behind me with numbers on the front. You donate $10. You get a box, you tell me the number, we open it, we show you, you get the prize inside. Not every box has a prize, but most will have something that's 70 cents to ship. And then some will have like some pops that are worth a bit more so that the $10 gives people a chance to get something great. Priscilla said, I didn't mean to. Oh, no, I didn't figure you did. I'm just saying that out loud in case anybody else was thinking that. Yeah, gift card code. Yeah, nice. And I use Shopify too, so technically I could do it too for my shop if somebody wanted to get something from there. So I could definitely include that. Yeah, no, I just brainstorming and thinking, some people will jump to this as a natural conclusion, to me it feels very cheap. When Funko did that, I did it. Now I did it out loud. When the other company I work for did that as a birthday gift, I was like, I do not agree with this. I mean, the people that did it before are not the ones there, so I just went ahead and said it. Wasn't trying to, but I did. By the way, if I've missed any YouTube chats today, I apologize, or Twitter. I'm using OBS again and the multi-streaming feature from Stream Elements. And it's the chat's laid out very weird. Stickers and stuff for sure. Kids love Robux and Fortnite gift cards. Now again, that's a great idea. Where do we get the Robux and the Fortnite gift cards? Would really love if someone had a connection at one of those companies. That would be amazing. But I don't think any of us have that connection, unfortunately. It's still not matching up. 414? I don't understand. Let me try refreshing it again and see if my total refresh. Nope. Team total refresh. No, weird. Wait, what did I mention before? Oh, the story about the discount code? Yeah. All right, well, I think we're about at a closing point then. Unless anybody else has any thoughts, make sure to sign up for your free NFT, copy and paste your address. I'm going to take a small break, grab something to eat. I'm going to send out those NFTs, starting with the epics first to get to your wallet. So if you won and you're putting together a royalty set, you have time to get the others, or you just want to get it up for sale and make some money off of it this evening, you certainly can. That's your call. It's yours to do with as you please. I'm going to try to get them all distributed this afternoon, and then I'm going to get back to work on Extra Life. And yeah, if anybody has any thoughts or anything, you want to reach out, hit me up on Twitter is the best place. Twitter DM. My DMs are open. Don't forget to, one more time, let me talk about this. Don't forget to join my Whatnot tomorrow night and Thursday. Funko sent me 6 codes for Pop Yourself that includes the pop, accessories, and shipping. And I'm going to give away 3 tomorrow night on my Whatnot and 3 on Thursday on my Whatnot. Your best bet to make sure you don't miss it is to bookmark my Whatnot now. So make sure you do that, and then you'll get a push notification when I go live. I can drop a link directly to the shows, I think. I know it looks different for me. Go to my profile first. Shows. Yeah, not many bookmarks right now. So go there and bookmark both shows. It doesn't mean you spend any money. You don't have to spend any money. It doesn't mean anything. You just go and you click bookmark. It looks like a bookmark in the corner. So you get a push notification when I go live. It's that simple. That's all you have to do. You guys are the first ones I'm telling about this. I'll put it on social later. But likely it will be some of y'all that win. So, or my regular Whatnot crowd. And I'll have I got some great pops and some other rando stuff for Stranger Things. Like I still had a sealed Dustin locker that comes with the shirt and the pop. I still had that in the collection, and somehow I had this fun Stranger Things bag that I'll put up for auction tomorrow night. That'll probably be fairly cheap for that. I've got a Stranger Things backpack from Loungefly. Lots of pops, including some con exclusive pops. Lots of stuff that'll go up. So make sure you bookmark and come by. All right, I think that's the shtick. I think I've talked about it enough today. So let's figure out somebody to raid over to. We only have 2 more streams, Friday and Tuesday, between now and then the big Extra Life weekend. No auctions. The auctions for the other items. I'm going to try to get them up as soon as possible, Priscilla. Yeah, I would love to get them up there by Friday to talk about. I think that's very doable because we've got several really good items for auctions. So I'm going to try, to get them ready by Friday. Let me write auctions on this list as well. Oh, auction items. Then let me put 11, 14. Of course, I have like a million things to do this week, but I'll try to prioritize these items. Now that I know the stickers are actually going to be even easier for me to do, that'll hopefully help. Oh, okay, Priscilla, absolutely. I'll be using 32 auctions again, if that helps. And I will, as soon as they're ready, I'll put out the tweet and the Instagram posts. I'll make sure to get that to you as well. So for whatever Discord group that you're in, if you could share with them, that'd be awesome. Oh, Red Ranger said, OBS, you did well today. Keep it up and you'll keep your kneecaps. Yeah, I'm sitting at 7.2 out of 16 used. I didn't play any games, so I wonder what impact that would have had. But we're doing good. I'm glad we're doing good on the stream, so hopefully that holds. Let me see who we can raid over to. And we normally go to Welsh Dan. We've gone to him the past couple weeks. We'll probably go to him next week just so we can promote Extra Life more. So let's look for somebody else to sit to be our raid this week. Oh, Lollygaggin's on. Friend that I met through Priscilla. So I saw her last at TwitchCon. She's playing... I can't tell what she's playing. Oh, this might be that Geo game. But yeah, we'll raid over to Lollygaggin. We haven't raided her in a long while. Yes, I did mention that Funko Photo Lady has some auctions up already. She got some customs, a few signed pops, and she has a Sune in there. So you guys, I put that on my Twitter and my Instagram stories. So make sure you check that out. What's up, Moss Man? How are you? Thank you for coming by. I appreciate you. We're going to raid over to Lollygaggen. Let me make sure. The stream seemed to have died. Let me make sure she's still alive. Okay, she is. Yeah, we can absolutely raid over to her. Simshoot, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. I'm going to add points to all of you first that are here on Twitch. 100 for everybody. Perfect. And then we're going to raid to No Lollygag. Thank you guys for being here. Remember to wash your hands, check in on somebody you love, make sure they're doing okay, and above all else, most importantly, Nerds Unite. Let's go over to No Lollygaggin. Drop in with your hashtag SullyRaid and your Nerds Unite emotes. Bye. Why does it keep freezing?